Please, allow me to show you something.
Black, run that shit back, man.
What's going on? Welcome back to another Media Man Live. I'm excited to be back on this good Monday. Man, we're going to have a great show. I promise you guys, you will not be disappointed. We got some great content. Shouts out to the Instagram folks that send me content, man. We got a great topic that I've discussed before. However, I'm starting to see a trend, so I figure it's time to address it once again. And you guys will see exactly what I'm talking about here in a second once we get to it. We're going to go in depth. You know, this whole T app has been getting a lot of traction. And the funny thing, and I'm pretty sure you guys have mentioned it before, all it's doing is exposing what guys over here have already known and understand. So now women, I think y'all did a disservice to yourselves because I've been saying this for about 2 years now. Women talk too much on social media, man. And it came back to bite y'all in the ass. Pause. But this is so embarrassing, but we're gonna go in depth. I got a lot of good content. One of my favorite books from Lori Gottlieb. First time I saw her was on the Roommates podcast. They did a couple of interviews with Lori Gottlieb. She wrote a book that I read back in I think about 2 years ago. It was called Marry Him. And I think women need to read that book, but it may be a little bit too I want to say RP-ish for most women to grasp, I guess. I mean, to understand or even like, but it's definitely an amazing read. I took some excerpts from that. I had to dig way deep into my audio books to find it again. I actually found it. I clipped some of it up. So yeah, you guys will definitely enjoy that. And it's going to all tie into this T app, you know, and I've been seeing the videos. I watched Mona's video. You did an amazing job, Mona, on your video. I've been just watching the feedback, trying to get as much information as possible and also give some solutions, give a breakdown of how this affects the dating market moving forward. And hopefully you guys enjoy it. I promise you, I'm looking at the lineup of videos that I got here. It's going to be great. And of course, I got some statistics that we're going to go over as well. So you guys will definitely enjoy it. So yeah, man, it was a great day. Oh, y'all see that I did my booking info. I got my promo already up. I put it in Facebook ads. So now you guys will hopefully see your boy in a more, interview style setting with some of these content creators that I deem I would like to work with. I put some stipulations on it. If you guys read the flyer, you will see what I'm talking about there. So yeah, so shout out to a couple of my friends that actually helped me put that together. And also I got some things heavy in the works for the beginning of the new year. I'm working on a huge project, so I can start building my legacy and start working on another business venture. So you guys will definitely be involved in that. I can't wait to get to it, man. It's going to be an amazing journey. I already got my plan. We've been working definitely hard to make sure we got everything in place. And I'm being very vague about this, but yeah, this is something that's always been a dream of mine. And I told myself after 5 years of working for the government and starting to, start focusing on some individual ventures on my own. So you guys will definitely be aware that I cannot wait. It's going to be a great transition. Still working for the government, of course, but yeah, got to get that bread. But anyway, so let's get to shout out to Polo Ralph Lauren, man. They came out with the Oak Bluff line for Black folks. If you guys don't know, that was one of the few places that Black folks can hang out around in Martha's Vineyard. So I heavily support Ralph Lauren. I've been doing it for a while. You guys have seen me wear Polo Ralph Lauren in a more formal setting here. Of course, we ordered our collection already, so it should be here. They said within 8 days. So you definitely see your boy supporting Oak Bluff and those Black advertisers, those Black people that actually helped put the line together. It's amazing. So yeah, I was definitely impressed with the ad work. Absolutely amazing. I was heavily impressed. So yes, you will see your boy suited and booted in this Oak Bluff collection. So I can't wait. Unfortunately, you can't. Well, the only store got an email. The only store that I think of prominence is selling it in store is in Atlanta. I think they have a Polo Ralph Lauren store in Buckhead, somewhere around there, one of those malls. So you can buy it in store there. But for the rest, even here at the Galleria, which is one of the biggest malls, they don't sell it in stores. So you got to get it online. So if you want to get that, you got to either go to Atlanta or you got to order it online. So yeah, it's going to be a great thing. So can't wait. So let's see here. Let's see. Let me get to the super chats. Oh, let me acknowledge Mona. Mona said, thank you, Media Man. I've been watching the Ish show unfold for weeks, and we knew it would already expose. Yeah, my God. Lord have mercy. I'm like, what are y'all doing? And I'm sitting there just watching, and I know the guys over here is like, man, we told you. We told y'all. You know, women, them standards that y'all talking about, they ain't as strict as you led people to believe. But we knew this. I've been working very hard to uncover, the things that go on behind the scenes and preferences, and that stuff don't matter. And that's why I always tell guys, Mona, the market will decide. You guys, the men, you are the market. Just like women, you are the market for men. So yeah, so I don't need to get mad. You just do what you need to do. Become aware. The market will decide. It's so funny. And let me go ahead and acknowledge Pooh Man in the building with all the links in the description. And he said, I got to catch the replay. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you putting all the links in the description. Thank you. I can't wait, man. Make sure you tune into this one. So let's see here. It's going to be a good show. I promise you. Let's see. Am I delayed a little bit? Just a little bit? Let me see here. Let me make sure. Because that right before showtime, it started to okay, we all right. Maybe just a delay for me. But we'll see. We'll see how it go. Let me get Dante Bryan in here with the $10 bomb. Said, Brother Double M, never clicked on the thumbnail so fast. I knew you were going to talk about this app because it proves so much of what we've been saying in these spaces. I'm ready. Yeah. You know what's funny, Dante? Wait, let me give you your drop first before I say this.
Black man, black man trying to make it in society. Sitting on hip because I know they want to rob. Black man, shaking on the mother table. Black man, we need all that.
All right. So Dante Bryan, it was funny. I was listening to a conversation on TikTok, and they were talking about, the whole black men approaching black women in grocery stores and men just approaching them in general. One of the ladies in the live stream, they said, yeah, man, these RP guys, they just so forceful, trying to approach us. And I was in the back dying. I was like, that's not RP dudes. It was so funny when she said it. I was like, what? I was like, nah, it's not dudes over here because I get cooked. I get cooked for telling dudes, hey, man, just talk to women in public. Just say hi to them. Dudes be like, hell no, media man, F you. I was like, it ain't these dudes over here. So I don't know where she got that from. So if anything, it's the dudes that don't know any better. And that's why, the doctor got cooked. The older, gentleman, he got cooked because he didn't know any better. These guys over here, I can't even get them to say hi to y'all. So it definitely ain't these brothers over here. I promise you that. So y'all ain't got nothing to worry about. I be getting cooked in the comments. Hey, man, just say hi to them. If they, it's all good. Man, F you, BD, man. It's all good. Yo, K Snoop, what up, though? $2 super chat says, up, though, media man. Hope all is well with you, man. Oh, yeah, absolutely, man. Blessings to you and yours, man. Thank you for that. Salute. We got Air Force Reek in the building with the $2 bomb. Says, salute, media man, in that chat. What up, though? And A. Brown is a new member. Thank you, good brother. Please make sure you maintain it. I greatly appreciate you over here. More members-only content coming out soon. We had a little slight breach, setback. Somebody shared some members-only content on their live stream. I'm like, Lord have mercy. So now I have to take a break a little bit, but I'm going to get back on it, man. So I have to reiterate that. If I make something members-only, do not record it and show it on your live streams or outside of the members-only. That's what I'm doing. And if I find it, man, you got to go, no matter who you are. Okay. So yeah, that was definitely disrespectful, but it's all good, man. Blessings to the folks who did it. So let's see here. Did I get all the super chats? Let's see here. Cool. Oh, Blue Exodus. Get the 5 Medium Man memberships. Yeah, man, get the members up because like I said, it's going to be some members only content. We're actually going to do, am I here what's Sunday? I think I should be in town Sunday. We are going to review a video together on a live stream with the members only. Okay. And I want to get your thoughts on this brother that I've seen go viral. He's made 3 appearances on the Kendra G show. I want to get your thoughts on this because I've seen a lot of guys in the comments champion him. And yeah, I'm going to get the panel up, so we're going to definitely get to it, brother. Thank you for the 5 Medium Man memberships. Let me give you a drop for that, brother. Here you go.
I took it back to my old energy. And she telling me she feel the chemistry. That's bullshit. She just know I'm rich. But keep going, sweetie.
Thank you, Blue Exodus. Let's see here. And then we got Space Cowboy. That's cold. $5 super chat said, if the tea leaked proved anything, is that men need to do the basics? Men? If the tea leaked prove anything, is that men need to do the... What that got to do with men? Clarify that statement. I'm not sure if you meant it like that. Well, yeah, clarify that. All right, let's see here. Let me see. Got that one. Cool. Oh, and I did promise the ladies, when you guys send in any super chats or memberships or whatever, I did promise you guys a drop for your own super chat. And remember, like I said, I'm old. I'm 46 years old. So I remember certain music from where I'm from Northern California. Grew up in Sacramento, spent time in Long Beach, California. So one of my favorite groups that we weren't allowed to watch when I was younger, because they used to do this little roll. My mom used to be like, stop watching that video. But let me show you. This is the ladies' drop for when they send in a super chat or Cash App. Here. Yeah, that's for the ladies. That's for the ladies. Yo, let's see here. Space Cowboy $5 super just said, I mean, men don't need to do anything crazy when women are holding them to crazy standards. Yeah, and that was one of the main things. And for this dump that we're going to do on these T-App videos, I didn't even use the men's reactions. I got all women for that particular reason. They will tell you exactly what y'all already knew in these spaces. It's so funny. I use all women. So yeah, it's gonna be good. Thank you for that. Appreciate that. Let's see here. All right, we got that. Cool. Wait, did I miss a? Let me go back. Yeah, okay. I got Blue Exodus in there. Bing. Okay, let me remove the chat. I need this over here. Cool. All right. So before we get into the T-App, I want to discuss a video that was sent to me, and I had to do a little bit of research to find the original creators, because this brother tagged me in a video on Instagram. And as I stated before, I'm starting to see a trend with a lot of Christian pastors. Yes, we going down that road again. And you guys know we did like a whole month of where we were reviewing Christian relationship content, okay? So I'm very familiar with what's going on and the types of messages that they are spreading to the Black community. And this one was actually good because it plays into a topic that I discussed before, Black marriage. Now, we're going to watch, a specific clip, some clips from it, and then we're going to go down the rabbit hole, pause, and look at all the statistics and verify if what he's saying is true or not. Of course, y'all know I did the research. I done talked about this before. So before we even get to the video, let me go ahead and acknowledge who sent it to me. Let me see here. Let me pull this up so I can give this young man some credit. So the Godfather's Apprentice, he actually sent this. He tagged me. He said, the good pastor is making stuff up. You got to tell them louder. Okay. So he tagged me in this video, and it was a small clip. So I had to find the creators. I found it on YouTube. I clipped it up, and we're definitely going to talk about it. So the reason why I always show who tagged me in the videos, because for some odd reason, content creators would like to use it as a slight when they say, well, you reviewing my videos. Why are you checking for my content? I was sitting there drinking a Capri Sun. I didn't know that you guys had a podcast, but I'm glad that I found it. Actually, some great content in there. A lot of the things that the pastor was saying, I agree with. He had an amazing analogy where he used like basketball and how, you have to rely on your wife. Sometimes, when she's stronger in certain areas, she's more educated in certain areas, which is what I align with and what I've told you guys in regards to our financial, savings and growing money. So yeah, I definitely agree with that. I watched the whole interview. It was a great video, but there's some things that I see pastors do in these spaces, black pastors. They do this, and I think they do it for a particular reason. And that reason is black men for so long in these spaces have been, on the chopping block, and people could just say anything about us and nobody would respond. And that's the black community's way of skirting the responsibility of placing accountability on black women. And since we're talking about marriage, you guys know exactly where I'm going with this. So again, this is not a slight to the pastor. Lord knows I'm still on my journey. I told you guys, this is my book. I keep right by me all the time, the everyday guide to the Bible. So I'm definitely not as educated as him, as this pastor that we're going to review. However, this is a God-fearing house. I am an educated black man. I am a married black man. Okay? So none of that shaming tactic, it doesn't apply here. All right? So I just want to set the record straight, because I'm going to tag them in this video for this specific reason. Because sometimes these messages over here, they get pushed by the wayside because you guys are under the impression that there's a whole bunch of bitter men over here that don't know what they're talking about. That ain't me. This ain't that. Okay? So I just want to make that very clear. And I got them on the, tagged on their video so they can get credit. They have a small platform, so hopefully this helps them grow. If not, and you think that I'm doing something crazy over here, it's all good. But you're going to learn something today. And y'all going to have to start putting accountability on black women when they need it. All right? Let's get to it. Fair use. Fair use. Where's my video? Bring me my snow. Shout out to Sugar Free. Hold on. Catacombs, cool. 499 super chat saying, when facts and numbers are needed, only one is worthy to be called upon. The media man. Salute to you, brother. Oh yeah, we gonna get to it. We gonna get to it, Catacombs. We definitely gonna get to it. Yeah. Oh wait. William K. Jones, what up though? 499 bomb. He said, what's good, media man and chat? What up though? Good to see you here. So let's get to this video. Here we go.
They're struggling because.
So if you see down there, this is Reverend Otis Moss and the First Lady Monica Moss, and she's doing they're doing their interview with is that Elvira? Yeah, Elvira Few. I can't see it. I got the thing pulled up, and then this is Dottie's House, the Dottie's House podcast on YouTube. Okay, here we go.
Of this phone and what they see, and it's false.
Let me go back. It started here. Here we go.
As you said, Otis, they're struggling because of this phone and what they see, and it's false images. I want to talk to you all specifically. This is a question for Otis, but Monica, I'd like for you to opine as well. I was on an Instagram live last night, and a question came in, or someone made a point that said a lot of men don't want to be in relationships because they are enjoying being single. And this is 30-plus-year-old men. And they said if someone else is going to come into their space, they're going to need to be enjoyable and not cause any friction. And I really got upset.
Okay. So right there, I don't understand why that upset her. And sometimes, when people get too far into the Christianity and the church stuff, we tend to be, we become blind to what's going on in these spaces. I told you guys that there's been multiple occasions that I have learned so much being in these spaces because I was a bit jaded. There was times where I could have possibly been somebody like Ryan Clark, the guy that didn't, I wasn't aware of what's going on in these streets. But when a man says that he wants a woman who is going to be agreeable and kind, that should not upset you. And one thing that a lot of women need to understand is that when men do get older, in their 30s and up, they start looking for other things if they are a man that wants to get married. Now, for the guys that don't want to get married and they choose to remain single, you have to ask yourself this question. What are they losing by being single? Do they still get the benefits that they would of being in marriage if they just had their stuff together and they're able to date women whenever they want? Since that's the message that women are pushing in these, in social media. If you got, and again, I'm talking to the Christian folks, you guys have to pay attention to what women, black women in particular, are saying. Panel full of black folks up here. I'm a black man, so we're going to focus on the black community. The majority of black women on social media, they'll probably curse you out if you told them that they would benefit from marriage. And that's just being perfectly honest, especially the women in the church. All right? So that's why I'm like, why would that disappoint you, or why would that upset you? Because a man says that, hey, he would rather stay single and he will get all the benefits from what he, just remaining unmarried, because he would. And women tell them that. Seriously. And I got some videos for you. I'm going to let her cook a little bit, and I'm going to let one of these videos play. Here we go. Fair use.
I don't know if the word was friction, but basically, they're good by themselves was basically the tone. And I do think that person doesn't feel alone.
And again, I'm sorry for stopping it. There's a strong contradiction when I hear black women say that they're good. You know what? I could do bad by myself. I'm happy single. These are 40-year-old women and up. I have multiple videos on my page showing those women saying that I don't want to get married. I want to remain single. But yet the black community gives them no pushback. But when you hear a man say it, now it's a problem. Why is that? And I think it was another pastor that we're going to review here in a second. He said the same thing. He made it seem like black women were perfectly fine being single and unmarried, but black men were just destitute, living at it, eating out of cans and shit like that. Why is that always the perception that people in the church have of men who decide to remain single? Y'all ever notice that? I started to notice that. Let's continue.
I feel that this is maybe something that is possibly being promoted on the internet underground to create separation of family, especially in our community.
No, and it's not in the underground community. It's men. Some of these men are being very smart. Okay, you guys know that I would love for people to get married, but I'm not stupid enough to be running around out here saying that everyone is going to get married or everybody wants to get married, because they don't. So when I talk about marriage, I'm only pushing it to the people that are marriage minded. The rest of the folks, they have free reign to do whatever they want, because if you look at, at the end of it, everybody is not guaranteed marriage. Everybody is not guaranteed a partner. So why should we waste our time trying to convince people who say that they don't want to get married and tell them to get married? That makes no sense, because that's just going to weed those people out. So the people who do want marriage, they can focus on that. And those people that don't want marriage, you got to stay away from them. And also the people who do want marriage, you got to use better discernment, especially for the women. If a man says, I don't want a relationship, I don't want marriage, your vagina is not magic. It is not going to change his mind overnight just because you think it's that good. No. So take him for what he says and move on. Okay? That's as simple as that. You guys, and actually that's a blessing in disguise for women when they get a man who is honest. If you try and trick yourself into thinking that you can change this man, that's your fault. Whatever happens after that, happens. And we're going to see a lot of that on this damn T app. Okay? So yeah, I'm not going to waste my time by trying to convince people who don't want marriage to get married. That's not our job. Okay? Let's see here. Let me get this super chat. My bad, Dante. $5 who just said it upset her because she's an agent of chaos, just like almost every other woman in human history. Sweet Christmas, man. Come on. It's just part of their nature. You wow. Thank you for the super chat. All right, so let's get to it. Man, wait, let me stop, because I got to say this again. I see a lot of videos on TikTok of women complaining that men are telling them up front that, hey, I just want to hit, or I don't want marriage. Why are you complaining about that? Because y'all know that men are taught to lie in these situations just to get the booty. So if you get a man who is openly telling you before you sneak in, before you get in, that, hey, I don't want a relationship, I don't want marriage, and you pissed off at that, why? Because you want him to do better? You attracted to him? So what? He done already told you. Now the ball is in your court. What you gonna do with it? That should be looked at as a blessing. You know how many men would pray for a woman to be honest with them on the first date? Hey, look, man, I'm only here on this date because you buying me food. How many dudes would pray for that type of information so they can make the decision on their own? They got to weed it out while this woman is breadcrumbing them with ass out hugs and giving them pecks on the cheek. And then she taking home doggy bags to Tyrone or something. Men would pray for a scenario like that. Y'all on social media complaining? A man being honest? And that's why it furthers the notion that men get further with women when they lie to them. Because y'all getting pissed off when a dude says, hey, yo, I only see you as a runoff. You know what I'm saying? Oh, how dare you? No. Good day to you, sir. It was nice meeting you. Go find another chick that will. Okay? And yes, I did see the video of that plus-size young woman telling the young dude, Duke Dennis, I will give you some top if you want it. In the public. Lord have mercy, my God. Her father. If she's seen that, or if he's seen that, oh, all out in the open. That video is being plastered everywhere. Everywhere. And she said it multiple times. Lord have mercy, these young girls, young girl. I saw it. Man. Dante Bryan, too, that's what I said. Their survivalist nature won't allow that. It don't make no sense, bro. It don't make no sense. Christmas. Let's continue. Oh, my God. What did Mona say? Lord, I'm editing my video on the ghetto mess right now. Media man, bring back shame. Oh, man. Yo. Oh, I was like, no. That's going to be everywhere now. Just like that hot tour girl. You know what I'm saying? If her dad was watching that, he's probably like, man, this is what you famous for? If her dad is watching that video of her offering fellatio to some strange man, some streamer, just out on the street, in the microphone multiple times. Why in that? And again, plus size girls, this is about the third time in a week that y'all done showed y'all true colors as to why men call you at 2 a.m. at night. Y'all got to stop this shit, or that stereotype, that quote unquote stereotype, is going to be further perpetuated because y'all doing foolery like this. Okay? Nothing but comments under there saying, oh man, yeah, I used to love calling my big girl at night. You know, so you'd be having the best fellatio, best top. I'm like, bro, y'all, I keep telling you, you ain't listening. Oh man, $5 super just said, guys, like, I'm only here so I don't get fined. Shout out to Marshawn Lynch. Back to Ninja listening. You good, bro. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. God, I was so embarrassed for her. Oh, all right. I know I ran it. Let's get back to the video. Fair use.
Gender wars. And I would like your perspective on someone saying, unless she's going to come into my life and make it more enjoyable, I'm good alone. That was it. I was triggered.
Why would that trigger you? I don't understand. Why is that triggering to women that a man wants a woman who is healed? These new dudes are not working with the woman at all. Why is that triggering for a man to say, hey man, you need to, have your mental together before you come into my world because I'm already at peace. These men aren't asking women to be their peace anymore. They're saying, hey, yo, I'm peaceful, so you need to come in here peaceful as well. I'm healed. You need to come into my life healed as well. If you're not, good day to you. Ain't none of that. I'm going to work with this woman. We too grown for that. In the black community, black men's first marriage is at 33 years old. Black women's first marriage, 32. You too grown for that shit. Especially since we got a lot of women saying that they making so much money that some of that money should be used to get therapy if you still got issues. So yes, men are absolutely fine with saying they want a woman who is peaceful and already healed, especially black men. We ain't got time for that foolery. Okay, let's get to it.
I could understand that. I think what you are describing is the false narrative of the frame. That what we end up doing is we are telling a generation, here's the picture. I saw this thing that was really quite funny on some months ago, talking about Instagram and reality. They're showing somebody who was supposed to be on a private plane, but it was really just a set. And they were, just kind of just showing all this. And so we've created this frame and not telling everybody what is outside of the frame. And normally when you have young men that say, I don't want any friction, and I wanted this, that, and the other, my reaction is I begin to ask questions. Who are your elder male mentors? Who are those people in your life? Who are the caring and loving men in your life? And one thing that I can say.
So again, I don't understand. I think they're talking about two different things, or maybe I'm off. If a man's saying that, hey, yo, I don't want a woman causing issues over here. Of course we understand. Let's not, act clueless over here. We know that there are going to be some times where you may have a little disagreement, some arguments here and there. That's perfectly fine. But for a man asking for a woman to be peaceful and not as stressful, why is that triggering them? And why is he asking, does he have mentors that can work with the guy who says that? Think about what I'm saying here. If a young man comes up to me and says, hey, man, I did the work, I'm ready to get married, but all I ask is a woman to come into my life and be peaceful and, not bring all that stress here. I'm going to sit there and chastise him for not having some mentors? Like, no, you should absolutely want that. That's the standard. Why am I tripping? What's going on here? Let's cook.
I witnessed loving men in my life who cared. He cared for my mother, cared for, grandmother, aunts, all those things. I saw that, and I thought that was to be normative. A man is supposed to be loving and caring, even when they.
But no. This ain't got nothing to do with the man. See, and again, this is how pastors skirt responsibility on placing accountability on the women, in particular Black women. This ain't about the men. The man already said what he wanted. You should start focusing on, well, this is how you find this type of woman. You need to make sure that she's done the work. Has she been to therapy if she's went through some trauma? This has nothing to do with him having mentors or seeing people who are married. Hell, I made it a point when I was in the military to try and attend every wedding possible so I could see what marriage looked like in its real form. And this is after I got my divorce. I told y'all, you got to be more honest. And I asked a question on my community post. What is some relationship advice that you would give young men? The best relationship advice that I can give a young dude coming up out here is, if you're not ready to get married, don't get married. Don't let society pressure you into thinking that you need to get married as soon as possible. If your ass ain't ready to be a husband, if your ass ain't ready to be a father, don't do it just because society tells you. I don't care what age that you are, because all it's going to do is end in divorce. Trust me, coming from experience, I told y'all why I got married the first time. First time I got married, I'd already deployed 3 times. And I was like, you know what? I see people's family greeting them on the tarmac. I'm tired of spending my deployment money on the strip club. I want me a family. You know what I'm saying? And I married my daughter's mother for all the wrong reasons. Of course, took accountability. I told her that she's a blessing. The blessing that came out of that marriage is my daughter is here. But I married for the wrong reasons because I was not ready. So that is the best advice that I can give especially young Black men. Some may be ready faster than others, and that's perfectly fine. But if you're not ready, don't get married. Wait it out. Make sure you mature a little bit more. You understand what marriage is, what the duties of a husband is, that you got to like this person and not just love her because she's going to be in your space for the rest of your life. That's a hard, tough decision to understand. Okay? It goes far deeper than how big her booty is. Okay? But yeah. Okay, so that's the best advice. So this ain't, I think we talking about two different things. I don't understand. Well, let me stop and get these super chats before we get backed up. Let's see here. Is this it? Dante Bryant, $5 super chat said, ain't that the same dude they were trashing for being a deadbeat dad, but they ones complaining about them? I don't remember. I've never seen this guy, man. You may know more about him than I do. Dante Bryant, $2 super chat said, but they the same ones telling black men to get therapy. I don't know. Let's see here. Pooh Man, $5 super chat said, Media Man, he's saying, don't ask no questions. I said, don't ask. Just give, don't ask no questions. Just give the money. How you know about that, man? Was it, don't be drinking your juice with it. Don't be a menace. Yeah, the pastor. That was funny. Just give the money. HVAC Man, $5 super chat said, man, y'all old heads need a fade on site. He said, nothing. It's not my job to heal no woman. She can get the F out my house with that chaos. So hold on, I'm gonna explain something here in a second after I get Dante Bryant's super chat. $10. He said, I think he's alluding to men being emotional pincushions like black men have been expected to do. And that's where I was going. He said, BGS says black men are the best men in the world when it comes to emotional labor. Shout out to the master teacher. Okay. So yeah. So, and again, I've said this and I did the study on this. All the women, that black men have that marry black men. They always say that black men are the most compassionate. They're the most forgiving. But HVAC man, you know where that comes from? It comes from people in my generation. Because we were taught to accept the woman, flaws and all, right? It don't matter what her situation is. She could have 3 kids. You step in and be the man and take care of them buckaroos. We were the ones that put that burden on the younger generation by thinking that that was what you were supposed to do. That is a black man's duty. It's not. Okay? And that is, again, that is the bare minimum. Expecting a woman to be healed and whole before she get to you, after you done the work and you got, your infrastructure all set up, you got a plan, you got goals and things like that, and now you want to get married and you get a woman that's unruly? No, it's not going to happen. Okay? So yeah, we did that. And I've already apologized for how we put that message out there to the young folks. But yeah, we got to stop that. So, all right, let's get to it.
Folks got on each other's nerves. I think about my Aunt Josie and my uncle. And they never actually, they were common law marriage, by the way. But he loved my Aunt Josie in a way. Uncle Lou was a unique person. And I watched him, the way he would talk to my aunt. I watched him, the stories he would say about her. And I watched them, they got on each other's nerves. And my aunt, who was an avowed feminist, would say, like, look, you I don't like the way you're talking to me. But I saw that. And it was really beautiful. Yeah, I think he's trying to change the conversation. He did not address a young woman, the Dottie's House podcast, in regards to what she was saying. That's crazy. But we are in an age where people are promoting things specifically to undermine relationships and really also promote some type of profit around undermining.
Say it again for the people in the back. Profit for undermining.
Profit.
So he's saying people are putting out messages to undermine, right? Just for profit. Let me show you something real quick. You know where I'm going.
I understand that there's some people out there who need my services. Yes, Lord. Are there any people out there who are weak? Yes. Any people out there who are weary? Yes. Any people out there who are tired? Yes. Any people out there who just need a healing? Yes. Y'all got cash. Yes. Well, then come on down.
Yeah, so And again, sometimes church folks, they don't keep their ear to the streets. He's basically saying that there's messages from podcasters that are telling men not to get married because they don't listen to the content. They just hear, the hearsay from the women. Or are they telling men not to get married? No. I get cooked all the time for, doing, live streams about, getting married or talking about it, just bringing it up. There's not a lot of men that believe in it like that because of the fact that they see how the women act. And then when you got a plethora of women out here saying, yo, I don't want marriage. I don't need to get married. I don't need a man. It's not a priority. So when they hear that, they're like, oh, okay, cool. But there are a lot of men who still want to get married. The statistics show that. You guys can look this up for yourselves. We've covered this before. They did the surveys in Pew Research, and men slightly still have a desire to get married, mainly because of children and legacy. Okay? So yeah, men still want to get married, but it's the women, and I keep telling the Black community, the more y'all keep, trying to place messages towards Black men, you're doing Black women a disservice because they're out here running around and nobody is not talking to them and explaining it because y'all scared. I get it. Y'all scared to talk to Black women because you're going to get pushed back. Everybody damn near scared to say anything, especially women. Lord have mercy. It's your whole life could get messed up if you talk to Black women in our community. But again, I think it's in what he's saying to men and what I say to men, there should be a bunch of women talking to Black women the same way. But since you guys don't do that, that's when I get to step in. Even though I don't want to, I will, because I love the Black community. So if y'all not going to talk to Black women, guess what? I will. My dumb ass will. Hey, yo, my dumb ass still talk to him. They go cook me. Hey, man, F him. Oh, y'all see I cut my beard off. You know what I'm saying? It was getting a little woolly. So I was like, yeah, let me go ahead and get my goatee on. You know what I'm saying? Jet Magazine. Oh, okay. They gonna cook my ass too. So yeah, oh man, my guy. C-Man again coming through with the 299 300 bomb. He said, bada boom, bada bip. Bro, you always dropping the nuggets, that good bread on you, boy. Hold on. This is Herb Sugar Free on this Christianity type content. Here we go.
I just dedicate my whole rap style into just talking about a bitch bad. To where, I mean, it's a difference. You got bitches and you got women, you know what I'm saying? And I grew up dealing with a whole bunch of bitches. You know what I mean? So you develop a way to deal with them. And, I like to be known for the one who really gave it to him.
God forgive me for that. It's C-Man's fault. This show sponsor, the current show sponsor for the day. Man, thank you, good brother. It's going to be up there for a while. Man, love to see you come through, man. That damn red tick pop up. I'm like, I know C-Man in the house, man. Thank you for the $300 bomb. Man, this is the end of the month too, brother. Thank you, man. I greatly appreciate that. Man, that's love right there. Man, yeah, I had to put Sugar Free in there. I'm sorry, man. Dante Bryan, 2,000%. Media Man said, y'all pee. Yeah, man, people scared to death. Man, I know Mona seen it. What's been going on recently? They tried to talk hey, Black women, y'all need to get in shape. I just showed y'all the video. Some woman was like, it's because of the weight that Black women carry because they've been holding on to so much, the emotional strain, that weight turns into physical weight. I'm like, all around racism, Trump. It's so sad. Nobody can say anything. It's crazy. But like I said, I'm hard-headed. So here I am doing a whole live stream trying to help them get out of this situation that they're in. Since none of our elders would do it, hey, might as well be me. So here we go. Here we go. Fair use, fair use.
Anytime someone's telling you, buy this, and follow me and giving you advice to undermine stuff, that ain't nothing but a form of techno-capitalism designed to undermine the Black family.
Yeah, and y'all need to be talking to the women who tell Black women these crazy ass messages. Why y'all talking to Black men? That ain't what I'm pushing over here, especially on this channel at all.
To undermine Black relationships, we have to unpack the trauma that.
Okay, now here we go. Once Black men are talked about, that's when your boy come in. Here we go. Listen.
That we are dealing with. And we have to say, what are the benefits for marriage? Here's a very practical benefit and reference for those who are materialists who may be listening.
Now watch this. Listen to the points. Here we go.
It's a wonderful book called The Village Values by Robert Michael Franklin. He says, it makes sense for Black men to get married. And he said, let me tell you why. If a Black man is married, he will live longer. If a Black man is married, he will be healthier. If a Black man is married, it's less likely that he will have Alzheimer's. If a Black man is married, he will be wealthier. I mean, he had a list of 30 different things in reference to when, and he was talking with men. It was the whole thing at Morehouse. This is what happens. He says, but we don't share that. We don't. Yes,
we do. And yes, I understand it. I've read Robert Franklin's book back in 2014. It's he made a book called Crisis in the Village. But like I said, sometimes Christian folks, you guys don't keep your ears to the streets. That book by Robert Franklin was published in 2007. 2007. Okay? So yes, some of the points that, and I got them highlighted here. I had to go back in my notes, have them highlighted. I'm going to show you guys. He was spot on. But things have changed since then. And we have to start acknowledging that, or you got to keep up with the studies and the statistics. Okay? So he mentions a lot of different things, and we're going to talk about it here in a second. Hold on.
Communicate that. So we have to have this communication on the actual physical benefits, the psychological benefits, the sociological and the economic benefits, because many times we're in a culture that is just trying to check boxes. I want to be rich. I want to be comfortable, which anyway, that's a whole nother.
Okay, so I want to stop it right there before we get into the next part of the video that I added. So I want to give you guys some insight on Robert M. Franklin's book, The Crisis in the Village. Hold on. So here we go. Let me show you guys real quick. Because again, I love the book. It was an amazing book, but times have changed. Hold on one second. Remove that. Bing. All right. So in his book, some of the key benefits Franklin described was greater workforce participation and employment. Among working age Black men ages 25 to 64, married men have significantly higher employment rates, 83%, compared to their never married peers. So again, it says married men. That's key. And then also higher income and lower poverty rates. The median annual income back then, remember this was published in 2007, for married Black men was about $27,000, nearly double the $14,500 median for never married counterparts. And then the poverty rates, 7% of married Black men were below the poverty line versus 19% of never married men. And then healthier, more stable social behavior. Married men tend to behave more responsibly. They work harder, engage less in risky behavior, attend church more often, and spend more time with family and less in casual peer groups or bars. And that is to be expected because when you are married, you have more responsibility. So when people make this point that married men make more money, why do you think that is? Because they probably got a wife and they probably got buckaroos running around. So wouldn't it be wise for them to make more money as opposed to if they were single? So remember that. That's something that you guys should highlight. And I'm going to clip this up because I see people using this example on panel shows. Stop. When you are married, you have to make more money. And I've already showed you guys the Pew Research statistics. What the top two earning marital income dynamics are when the husband works full-time and the woman works part-time. And then when the house is egalitarian, 50-50. Okay? So yes, when the man works more, when the man has a family, he's going to work more, which means he has to earn more money. It's simple. Make sense? Okay, so it's not like, I don't even know how else to explain it. It's common sense. Okay. All right, so this improved behavior often leads to reduced insurance costs and differential societal expectations of married versus single men. Understood. And then mental, emotional, and physical well-being. Though Franklin's discussion is more sociological, he references broader research indicating that married men enjoy mental and emotional health, greater longevity, and physical well-being, driven in part by increased social stability and support. Now, you see the message that's changed there. It doesn't say black men. It says men. All right? Let's continue. And the studies where they got this from in regards to the Alzheimer's or dementia that Dr. Ross stated, or Pastor Ross stated, this was one of them. So marriage and risk of dementia, systematic review and meta-analysis of observational studies. Let's see here. And they stated that the results we included 15 studies with 812,000 participants compared with those who are married. Lifelong single people have elevated risk of dementia. We did not find any association with divorced people, okay? So these are from married folks. Reduced risk of dementia. And then there's another study, marital status and dementia, evidence from the Health and Retirement Study. This was published 2019. And they said all unmarried groups, including the cohabitating, divorced, separated, widowed, and never married, had significantly higher odds of developing dementia over the study period than their married counterparts. Not done. Doesn't say anything about black men, right? Now, degrees of change in assessment of the deinstitutionalization of marriage thesis. This was published in 2020, and it pretty much said the same thing. Now, what I'm going to show you guys is something that I am very familiar with, because you guys remember, hold on, let me show you, because I don't want people to think that I just researched this. Go back and watch my video that I did on Dr. Tart, because you know what's funny? He's another Christian dude that was pushing the same message. Black men benefit when they get married. So I've been studying this since 2023 because I've seen that narrative going around there a bunch of times. Black men need to get married because they benefit more than when they're single. No, it's not true. So that's why I decided to review this. I already covered it. Okay? And let me show you guys. I'm going to show you. I did a video, an update video about this. And I also talked about this with Dr. Tart talking about this as well. So I'm well versed in this topic because the black community likes to somewhat scare black men. Hey, you got to get married. Yes, I would love for black men to get married, but they have to have some suitable women to marry. But you guys never cover that. Now, this specifically states black men. And this is the one that I was talking about. Marital status and risk of dementia over 18 years. Surprising findings from the National Alzheimer's Coordination Center, published 2025. And that's why it's very imperative that you need to keep your ear to the streets so you can listen to what these things are, how things have changed. So right here, they tracked 24,000 U.S. adults aged 50 to 104, average age of 72, and they tracked them annually for up to 18 years. Key findings: never married adults had a 67% lower risk of developing dementia compared to married peers. Divorced adults had 52% lower risk. Widowed had 37% lower risk, even after adjusting for age, sex, education, depression, genetics, etc. Unmarried groups were consistently found to be less likely to progress from mild cognitive impairment to dementia. Researchers also cautioned that diagnostic delays among unmarried individuals who may lack a spouse to prompt medical attention could skew results. So they're even giving you the errors. The study challenges older beliefs about marriage providing cognitive protection, suggesting high-quality social ties and broader social engagement might be more protective than marriage per se. Like I stated before, you have to keep up with what's going on when you make these talking points. Now, the studies say that no, marriage does not provide a barrier or, reduce your risk from getting dementia, okay, or Alzheimer's or something like that, okay? Got to pay attention to these things. That's why it's important. And here's a simple breakdown that you can see for yourselves, and you can screenshot it once we get done with this. But yeah, so it's just showing you, step by step, but we're not done. This was also the study that I referenced when Dr. Tart made that video. 2019, being married increases life expectancy of white but not Black Americans. Okay? Again, plain language interpretation. The study used 25 years of follow-up data, Black and white adults from Americans Changing Lives cohort. While being married predicted longer life expectancy overall, this relationship held only for white participants in race stratified models. For Black participants, baseline marital status did not significantly correlate with survival through the follow-up, meaning no detectable longevity advantage from being married. So again, as much as I push marriage on the Black community, there is no benefit. The only benefits are the one that I brainstormed that I'm going to try and, give to you guys. So I should say no benefit. But if you want to get married, you are simply doing it because, you feel a sense of duty or something that you've seen when you were growing up. And you're like, hey, man, I want to continue this tradition in my family. And I need to get married. So I got to find me a woman to get married. However, when you're looking at, hey, it's going to be less stress, it doesn't apply to the Black community because we have more stressors, societal stressors that are involved in our relationship dynamics, and especially in present day, because we can't, stop rumbling with each other. So that does a toll on us because it seems like everybody starts at the bottom and you got to work your way out, this hole, and then you got to prove yourself to each other. It ain't like that, and I hate to say this, when you marry out when you marry out men of other races, women of other races, if they are genuine about why they're interested in you, they see you at surface level. You right there. You're not at the bottom. You don't have to prove yourself. You're just a man. Okay? And how y'all grow together from there, that's cool. But in the Black community, it seems like we have this this mindset where you have to prove to me that you're a good person first, and that gets you up to notch one. And then once you get to notch one and you dig yourself out of this hole, then we could start, building. But until you prove yourself and dig yourself out of this hole, you're going to be there until I think that you're worthy. That's what happens, man. So yeah, so let's finish up. Okay, so the paper, Being Married Increases Life Expectancy of White but not Black Americans, clearly states that the survival benefit of marriage is significant for white adults, but not for Black adults. And then this is where the article addresses the racial differences. Race altered, I quote, race altered the effect of marital status on life expectancy, indicating a smaller protective effect for Blacks relative to whites. In the conclusions, they report Race-specific Cox regression models showed an association between marital status and life expectancy for white but not black Americans, just to reiterate. Okay. All right. So I just wanted to put that out there because, like I said, I know, the pastor, he probably had great intentions, but you can't keep pushing this on black men and making it seem like they won't be able to live life correctly if they're not married. I would love to see black men get married. Lord knows we need it. The projections that I'm starting to see is that black men will break the 40% mark in regards to marriage rate on their end. And the reason why I say that is because when black men tend to earn more money, they tend to look to get married. They want to provide for somebody. So the majority of men out here are black men. They still want marriage, but they got to do it when it's the right time. So as we see black men's earnings increase, those black men are trying to settle down. And also black men are transitioning out of college and they're picking up trades so they can get money faster. More money, a lot of money faster. That's why you see the increase in income. But you guys got to pay attention to these things. Just like I stated last year, that black men's annual earnings would increase. You guys seeing that play out with the first and second quarter numbers. So yes, I expect black men to eclipse the 40% mark, which would be absolutely amazing. Now, I'm not sure if all those new marriages are going to be with black women because I see more black women saying that they don't want marriage. Okay? And that's just the long and the short of it. Pause. But okay. But you guys will see what I'm talking about. I'm tracking this. I'm tracking the numbers. I'm waiting for everything to get pushed out. But like I stated before, guys, for marriage, and I put this list together. So it says median men's tangible reasons to get married. So I said the first one, and this is only for the men who are considering marriage, right? The first one is fatherhood, stability, and legacy building. Pretty simple. Presence in the home increases child development, legacy building through estate planning, and generational wealth. And you guys know how I feel about that on my channel. I will, if you're going to have kids, y'all asses need to be married. I don't want Cam Newtons over here. Okay? I don't want Nick Cannons over here. So if you want kids, get your ass married. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. That's how I feel on my platform. I don't care what everybody else say. All right? Especially for black men. I don't want y'all effing up these numbers. We doing good now. So if you want kids, get your ass married. Okay? Second, duty and honor. Marriage as a rite of passage rooted in integrity, sacrifice, and leadership. That is one of the main reasons as well. Duty and honor. I put them two together. But yeah, that's definitely important. Sometimes you want to, be like, hey, man, I love this woman. I need to make an honest woman out of her, as they used to say, right? So yeah, so it's a sense of duty and honor. I don't want to introduce all those other things. You're not going to get Alzheimer's and things like that. These should be tangible points that I'm mentioning to you guys, okay? And you can let me know if you agree or disagree. Third, love. We don't talk about love enough in these spaces, but that has a lot to do with it, okay? I know sometimes in these spaces we like to talk about business, our marriage being a business transaction, but love plays a huge part. That's why a lot of men, I hate to use this example, men will get cheated on and they'll stay. And the reason why they do that is because their feelings involved. They still love this woman. They still see her as a woman that they walk down the aisle with. Sad to say, but it's true. When you love somebody, hey, that should be one of the main reasons why you should consider marriage if you want to go down that route. It shouldn't be just because her booty is big or some shit like that. All right? Let's continue. Okay, so economic and financial benefits. The reason why I put this in here is because 2 incomes reduce cost per person. It also improves home buying and wealth building opportunities. I just told you guys that the income dynamics in marriage that are the most popular and the highest earning is when the man works full-time, the woman works part-time, or it's egalitarian, okay? Which is 50-50. 2 incomes work better than 1. And also in the black community, the majority of our homeowners are married. So that's why I put that in there. All right. Let's continue. Not done. Lower stress and accountability. Now, I know you guys are like, well, you just said that it don't matter. Listen to this. Married men often adopt healthier habits and experience improved emotional regulation if the relationship is functional, i.e., a good marriage. Okay? Yes, if you are in a good marriage, your stress will be reduced. Okay, that's why I put that in there. So I'm not trying to undermine the points that I just made, but he didn't make, the pastor didn't say a good marriage. Good marriage, yeah, you ain't gonna have that much stress. It's a difference, and I'm gonna tell you guys like this, and this is going into the stressors and the financial aspects of being married. It's a huge difference when your money is right, something break in the house, and you can start searching for the best price, as opposed to your money is not right, and you got to figure out where we going to get this money to pay for this shit. So that's why men need to be financially stable, ready to take on the responsibility of a family so you won't have those stressors. Does that make sense, guys? It's a huge difference. Put that out. I'm just trying to let y'all know. All right. Also, social respect, perception, and influence. People always think that, you can only get in certain spaces if you're a married man, especially in these corporate world, corporate functions. Marriage can increase social trust and credibility, but only when the man is respected in the relationship. Yes, I put that in there for a reason, because it's some of these women that go on these podcast shows and they'll say, I'm married. And I see how they act, and I'm like, Lord have mercy. Wonder what your husband look like. I can't believe he allowing this foolery. I know y'all say that sometimes when you watch some of these, shows. Like, how this woman married? Who's her husband? Why you let her get up here and talk crazy like this? So yeah, if a man not respected, and you could actually see that, it's not going to carry the same credence as it would to a man who is respected in his household, which is arguably one of the most important things that a man looks for in any relationship, whether it be business or personal relationships. Guys, you can say yes or no, but to me, respect is very important. Okay? Let's continue. And then emotional growth. Marriage can provide stability, shared vision, and space for personal transformation, help each other grow. And then cultural leadership and community impact. Married men often serve as anchors for the family, church, and community-based leadership. Now, and the example that I'm about to use here, that was the points that I made. You guys can clip that up if you want to. But the example that I'm about to use for this cultural leadership here, you guys are very familiar with, and he's been very hot in these social media streets. Dr. Umar Johnson. Okay? Dr. Umar Johnson probably would have had that school built a long time ago. He probably would have had a lot more donations for the good from the black community if he was married, because you see what's going on with him now. Dr. Umar is on social media talking crazy about women that he used to sleep with. He's become a caricature of himself. He's saying that he don't have access to his ducats, his funds. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot going on. But I promise you, if Dr. Umar practiced what he preached and he was married to one of those, two women that he got pregnant and got kids with, he would be way more respected in, the community, outside of the community, than he is now. And what's going on with Dr. Umar is, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. It's sad to see. And I know we go back and forth because he said some crazy shit about black men. But when I was first introduced to Dr. Umar, it was on the Breakfast Club. And he, black history, black historian. I enjoyed African-American, studies and all that. I used to love listening to Dr. Umar speak. But sometimes people, when they get older, it's just like, damn, man, how'd you F all this up? You know what I'm saying? Especially with a guy like me, man. I'm a giving ass dude. Y'all, I told y'all back in 2015, I donated to the FDMG Academy. So yeah, definitely, it's not good to see, man. I don't even know how else to put it. I don't like to see what the hell is going on with that brother. Hopefully he make himself make his way out of it. But yeah, it's definitely troubling to see. I will tell you guys that. And I know that's not, popular in these spaces. I get it, man. But yeah, I'm not telling you ain't got to feel like me. I'm not telling y'all to do that. But it is troubling to see. I will tell you that. So that point right there is definitely important. Okay. So yeah, so those are my points. I'm pretty sure there are a bunch of them out there, but to the black community, stop trying to scare black men into getting married and trying to paint singleness as something that isn't beneficial to them. It absolutely is. If it's beneficial to women, as you guys say in the black community, then it's definitely beneficial to men, especially black men who have their stuff together. Okay? So yeah. And again, I don't want this to stray out the point. Yeah, I would love, you want kids, get your ass married, black men. All right, you guys are doing well, and I want to see that happen. But make sure you do, the proper research, use your discernment, reach out to people if you need, a second opinion, and you properly vet these women. You guys, I'm pretty sure you learned a lot in these spaces. Hopefully you've learned a lot from this channel to where you understand the steps that you need to take when you decide to go find your wife. You guys are more well-versed in this type of content than I am. So I give credit to that. Y'all been in these spaces way, way longer than me. All right? But just be careful. And also, hey, man, you got something to lose. And again, this is important. When you get older, you already got like assets out there, man. So a prenup should be a no-brainer. Seriously. And don't let the black community shame you. Y'all ain't even got nothing. Brother, y'all, C-Man just donated $300. Who did I was finna say the brother's name. Just had a consult with the brother yesterday on Sunday. I told y'all the dudes who pay for these consults, they balling. They are absolutely balling. So I know y'all got the bread. I know you got the assets. So you need to protect them. Because at this point, black men getting married, first marriage 33, black women 32, y'all should have some things working in your favor. All right? So, there it is. So just do your research, proper due diligence. Find you a woman, have some buckaroos running around. When you get married, send me the registry. I got you. All right? And if you don't want to get married, cool. This message ain't for you. Just make sure you're happy in whatever, endeavors that you choose to engage in. All right? And just be safe. That's all I got for that, man. Christmas. All right. Let's see here. Red Room Entertainment. What up, though? $2 super chat said blaming racism and Trump on your weight is crazy work. Yeah, it was wild, man. It was so much. And the woman who started it, she just like kind of took a U-turn, and she was like, I ain't talking about this foolery no more. Yeah, just I don't think the majority of black women want help in the weight loss category, man. And I actually had a business, social media content creation business idea for black women who do work out. Y'all remember back in the day, I'm showing my age again, but on ESPN, they used to have weightlifting shows. Sean Ray, Flex Wheeler, and y'all remember where they used to wear like the one piece and the striped little workout clothes and shit like that. We used to watch those when I was younger, where they used to have the weight set up and they would show you, hey, this is how you do a tricep pull down, or this is how you engage the quads in this workout. If there was a group of black women and they had access to a gym or a home gym to where they could just make content and work out, and just like walk the ladies through, hey, this is what you're doing. And of course, wear some half nakeds, you know what I'm saying? Not half naked. Wear some spandex so the dudes will tune in and shit. Because the ladies back in the day, they used to wear that shit as well, right? With the swimwear top and the biker shorts. They used to wear all that colorful shit. If you got a bunch of black women who are in shape and they did like a show on like social media every Tuesday and they come up there and they show you how to work out and this is we hitting back today, and they got the women cheering them on. Come on, girl. Man, that would be, I think that show would do amazing. Seriously. And then they bring in women who are on their fitness journey who may be a little bit overweight and they get to see the progression of this woman coming on the show and working out and not, fake workouts. I'm talking about getting to it. That would be a great concept for a social media show. And it needs to be black women because that would hopefully encourage more black women to go out there and do the same things and work out. Wouldn't that be cool? I think that'd be cool. I don't know. I would like to see that. That would be cool. LJ, the Southern Vegan, what up though? Said talking to black women about weight and marriage equals cooked. Yeah, man. And like I said, I'm the dummy that's still doing it. So thank you. Dante Bryant, $5 bomb, said we'll see how materialist he is when he gets ganked by his wife because she woke up and decided she deserves better, man. Don't put that evil on him, Ricky Bobby. LJ 199 bomb. Black women don't believe in stats unless they take part. Okay, appreciate it. LJ again 499 super chat. Oh, another LJ. Thanks for the updated stats, bro. Sheds new life. Oh, absolutely, man. Yeah, just sometimes these things change, and we just got to be mindful of that. IQS, what up though? $5 bomb said I think black men will cross the 40% mark by 2030, if not earlier. Yeah, I'm projecting probably a little bit earlier, but that's not too far off. I would say by 2027, we should see a significant increase because I'm projecting that more black men are transitioning out of going to college just because of the college debt, and they're picking up trades. And don't sleep on truckers. If y'all look at, I'm going to do a whole live stream on breaking down the occupations that black men are going towards. I think I discussed it a little bit when we were reporting on the unemployment numbers. Yeah, don't sleep on truckers, man. That seems like a popular career field for a lot of black men, okay? Making that bread, that dope. See here, Dante Bryant, $5 bomb, said, man, what? I cannot tell you many men I've met in my 33 years on this planet that have turned a blind eye to BS just to keep their families intact. Yeah, man, and like I said, duty and honor, it is what it is. So, that boy Will, what up, though, with the $50 bomb? Man, we got to put that sugar-free back on. Your channel was recommended to me by some subscribers. Oh, okay, cool. I've been binge watching it for the last 3 days, Pimp. I appreciate the stats and insight you provide. Hey, man, salute to you, brother. I'm about to check out your channel, man. That boy Will. Man, hold on. Got to give him the sugar-free, man. You know what it is.
I just dedicate my whole rap style into just talking about a bitch bad to where, I mean, it's a difference. You got bitches and you got women. You know what I'm saying? And I grew up dealing with a whole bunch of bitches. You know what I mean? So you develop a way to deal with them. And, I like to be known for the one who really gave it to him.
Thank you, that boy Will. You don't know, man. Sugar Free, we from the same area, so he's one of my favorites. So shout out to you, man, for that $50 bomb. Greatly appreciate it. I definitely will check out your content. Greatly appreciate it. Whoever recommended that boy Will, appreciate that, man. Thank you. Appreciate that, brother. IQS with $2 bombs that hit at Dante Bryant with his drop / black man. Oh, yeah, I got to give him. Hold on. And Pooh Man, $2 super chat said, Umar, I can't eat. I'm broke. And I'm broke. Yeah, man, it's sad. I ain't gonna even lie, man, to see how I used to portray Dr. Umar to what's going on now. We was at church yesterday, man. Offline, we was talking about it, man. So I did definitely pray for the brother. I pray for a lot of people, man. And yeah, it's just sad to see what's going on. I hate to see black men doing this shit and succumbing to talking crazy about women in, her private area. I seen the video. It's nuts. I don't like to see that, man. It's crazy. But here go Dante Bryant's drop.
Black man is shaking on a mother table. Black man trying to make it in society. Sitting on hip cause I know they wanna rob. Black man is shaking on a mother table. Black man, we need all that.
Thank you, Dante Bryant. Appreciate that, good brother. All right, let's see here. So let me get that off there. So hopefully you guys learned something. Again, shout out to Dottie's podcast, and for having the couple up there, the pastor and his first lady wife. That was a good video, and I encourage you guys to watch the full video. It was actually good. I think I agreed with 90% of the stuff that the pastor was saying, but just that one thing where they try and take the onus off of speaking to Black women because they need the most help right now. The numbers, 36% of Black men are currently married as opposed to 29% of Black women. Black women are the only group in the United States that have a higher divorce rate than marriage rate. So the more that we have people like, the pastors and the people who pander to Black women, you keep sending them off, it's just going to get worse. So if y'all going to talk about marriage, you have to first start with Black women. And don't use a cop out. Black men are supposed to be the leaders. Yes, we are the leaders. And I told y'all, in the military, if somebody don't want to follow, they don't make you, clean, the floors with the toothbrush and make you do what you need to do. No, they kick your ass out. And the reason why I use that analogy is because of the fact that now 1 out of 5 married Black men are now married to a non-Black woman. So yes, Black men, they did not stop getting married. They just pivoted. Okay? It didn't used to be like that in 2021. Now it is. 21% of married Black men are married to a non-Black woman. So they're moving forward. The numbers are increasing. The most popular one, I still see people quoting this. They say Black men are married to Black women at an 85% clip. It used to be that. Now it's 79%. Y'all better start paying attention. Ain't nothing changed for Black men. They still want to get married. They're just finding other women to marry. So if that's a problem and you want to tackle that, I suggest that you guys start talking to Black women and make sure that they are more marriageable. Stop using the cop out and saying that, well, Black men ain't proposing. For what? If they got all these Black women saying that they don't want marriage. And if you think I'm lying, hold on.
Thought on today's generation of these ladies who are saying, I don't need a man, they are independent, and they out here winning.
I don't think any woman is saying, I don't need a man. She's saying, I'm okay without a man.
I feel like as women, we're taught to uproot our lives and go look for a man. Baby, I got a career to think about. No.
Single by choice. I will tell anybody, do not come in here and disrupt my peace.
Sociologist Chris Marsh is the author of the new book, The Love Jones Cohort, Single and Living Alone in the Black Middle Class.
Stop letting people tell you how to be single. If you want to get slut out every night, that's your business.
I'm 46 years old. A lot of us are single by choice.
Unmarried single women are literally the happiest subgroup in society.
Hi guys, just a daily reminder that I ain't never seen a man that I need, but you're all replaceable. Don't ever get too comfortable and don't ever think otherwise. You're a guest in this household and you can be kicked out just as quickly as you were welcomed in.
Black men ain't changed, man. They still get married. And you would put this foolery on me? It's no me, baby. Okay. Y'all better start paying attention, man. They tell y'all straight up, hey, yo, we don't want marriage like that. So hold on, let me get this up. Hey, yo. Hold on. Lord. T app. All right, give me a second. We're gonna get into this T app filth, flooring, foolery. Let's see here. Let me get these super chats real quick. Dante Bryan, $5 super chat said, I still can't get over that story with your recruits switching seats while they were drunk driving. Man, my God. You know, after that live stream, man, I went on Facebook and I started typing their names in to see if I could find them. I couldn't find them on social media. But yeah, I would love to have them on there and talk to them. I know one of them, one of my close friends. He's actually well, he's not a colonel yet, but he's a lieutenant colonel now. Yeah, he's a lieutenant colonel in the Air Force Reserves and still out there in California. Good dude, and just to see where he's come from is crazy because he used to be a wild dude. I had many sleepless nights when he was my troop, man. Air Force Reek, $5 just said, with videos like these, I can't wait to get married. See, I shouldn't have said that, man. God dang it. I shouldn't have played it. See, I had y'all right there. Now I had to play that. Now everybody like, hell no, man. Still, see, this is me. Oh, no. That's how y'all was watching that video. Oh man, that's what happened, man. God dang it! I was right there. Had a nice little speech, and then I had to play that damn video. All right, so let's get to this T app. So, and I'm gonna read this off real quick. Oh, let me bring this up here before we get started. What's the T? So this is the T app, as you guys can see here. It's got damn near 5 stars, 77,000. I guess people like it. It's the #1 app on the Apple Store site or Apple App Store. So yeah, it's been getting a lot of traction. So, and this is what they state that the T app is. The T a provocative dating app designed to let women anonymously ask or warn each other about men they'd encountered, rocketed to the top spot on the U.S. Apple App Store this week. On Friday, the company behind the app confirmed it had been hacked. Thousands of images, including selfies, were leaked online. Okay, so I looked into that leak. They said that the people who had joined the app, I think it was January, either November 2024 or January 2024, I believe their identity and photos and stuff like that were leaked. So it doesn't apply to the people that just, got the app downloaded. So yeah, and it's gained some traction recently because I guess they opened it up. So now you got everybody, gaining access to it. So that's why you see a lot more women, particularly Black women, talking about it. So yeah, and they also said while the T app was marketed as a whisper network to protect women from so-called red flag men, it has also pulled back the curtain on something more deeper. And we're going to go a little bit further into those reasons here in a second, but I want to start playing these videos so you can see what we're working with. And women, this is another example why y'all talk too much. Okay. Everest Rick Fighters suggested I've seen some women on the T app, and all I can say is there's not a looker among them. Yeah, but that Air Force Reek, I seen that it was a pixel picture of the ladies that somebody put out there. I was like, oh my God. It's just some women out there that's just hateful and they don't want to see people win. And I'm trying to be nice, but I seen the pictures. I was like, oh my God. But I also seen a lot of pictures of some successful women there talking about their encounters with these dudes. But hold on, let's get to some of these videos. Here you go. Air Force Reed be trying to get my ass in trouble. All right, here we go.
For those of you who don't know, the T app is the new app for women. You literally have to vet that you're a woman before you can get on the app. The app is supposed to help women date smarter. You can also do background checks. I did a video on it. Anyway, so I'm on the app, and I thought surely this app is created for people who are like early 20s, to late 20s, and early 30s. Child, the ages on the people on that app starting to creep up. It's grown people on the app now.
I told you. That's what I saw too, because I know this is what's going to happen. They're going to try and, put it off on the young girls. Hell nah. It's all ages of women on there telling these damn stories about the dudes that they've dated or snuck in with. Yes, the guys, I don't judge men's looks and things like that, but as one of these young women is going to explain, they look like they would do the things that you saying that they did. God. All right, here we go.
Real grown. Like, you should know better. Your behavior should not be exposed on the T app, but they are exposing. And what really makes this app interesting is when other people start corroborating the stories that are being shared on the app. And then it gets even worse when people go, yeah, girl, I saw that guy in a Facebook group. There are Facebook groups that are also exposing men as well. And people will say, girl, I saw that guy in a Facebook group a month ago. What? Yo, people better walk in the light. I don't know what portal Cat Williams opened up, but people are still being exposed after that Cat Williams interview. This is wild. I mean, every time I get on there, I am seeing something new. People are exposing who not paying child support, diseases people have, who they cheating on, if they've been to jail. It's a lot of stuff going on. Now, if you get on the T app, one of the keys to being able to get access easier is inviting friends to join the app.
Yeah, so I downloaded the T page. Don't get me.
And again, like I said, guys, I got all women talking about this because now they mad. Oh, now y'all mad. It was all fun and games when you thought you was exposing dudes. Now it's a problem. Hold on. It was IQS 2000 just said no collarbones detected on that app. Yeah, it was some ruffians on there. IQS, it was bad. So Air Force Reek 2000 just said a lot of bigums on that app. See how you do? The Air Force Reek, see how you trying to get me? That's what they do over here, man. So here we go.
Me wrong, I'm single, but I was just being nosy trying to see who was on there.
Hey, you notice now every woman's single? Every woman ain't got nothing to do with it. Every woman, I don't be doing that. I just be in my house. 5 months later, you about to be pregnant. So everybody ain't outside, huh? Wait. Rich Starter, $10 bomb. Thank you, brother. Said my nephew is trying to go to the Air Force, but the recruiter is BSing. I got him the ASVAB study guide. He's taken the practice test and score well. Oh, cool. But she's dragging her feet. Any advice? Man, you just got to find another recruiter. Yeah, it's that simple, man. The only way that these things can get a resolved, man, is you find a better recruiter. So if you feel that the recruiter is dragging their feet because they need their quotas met, and you feel that, hey, I don't think I'm getting your nephew isn't getting the help that he deserves, go to another recruiter. And that should perk them up. Okay? So yeah, that's basically what you can do. Thank you for that. Let me give you a drop.
I took it back to my old energy. And she telling me she feel the chemistry. That's bullshit. She just know I'm rich. But keep going, sweetie.
Thank you, brother. And then Dante Bryant, $2 just said, ruffians is wild. Yeah, I was trying to be nice, man. Be nice. Ruffians. All right, let's get to it. Fair use.
But one thing I noticed, y'all bitches ain't got no morals. A girl supposed to do and he look halfway decent. All y'all in the comments asking for his IG, talk about, oh, I'm trying to crack necks. I'm trying to crack neck.
Oh, wait. Women, it sounds like so women really out here just using men for their weenie? We didn't know that over here. We didn't even though I've made multiple videos about this, we didn't know that women were doing this. Now y'all starting to understand. Yes. Primitive mating standards. They do this, ladies. Glad y'all are finally becoming aware. You probably one of them. Stop. Everybody ain't outside now.
What? She just wrote all this about the man, and just because he looked good, you trying to crack next?
Crack. That's how crack. That's men's terminology. Lord. Look at her. Look, it said, me at one of the boys y'all posted on the T-App house because y'all said he got a horse and he a trick. When money is involved, they ain't scared no more. They only scared when y'all go to the grocery store, you're not paying for their groceries. Okay? But if you got some money on you, hey, what I need to be scared for? I'm choosing the man and not the bear. Let's go back.
Trying to crack next?
Downloaded the T app just to be nosy, and when I tell you I am floored whole time with every notification, mouth agape, jaw on floor, like what the fuck. It's actually not funny how scary this shit is. Like, these men are so nasty.
Oh, see, so she's saying the men nasty. Oh, I got something for you. Hold on.
I'm not even just talking about physically. Like, they are definitely also spreading STDs.
I'm in one of those are we dating the same guy groups. And this past weekend, a man was posted on here, and this girl was like, is anybody seeing him? Because I've been seeing him and I really like him, whatever. There's literally hundreds and hundreds of comments, and at least 7, I counted. I got tired of counting because I was disgusted. At least 7 women in those comments were like, I've been sleeping with him with no protection. Like,
raw too. Raw above all.
Consistently. What are we doing, guys? What are we doing? And they're not saying like we're in a relationship, we're dating, we're talking. No, they're just like, we've just been seeing each other, we've just been sleeping together. That's fine. That's not my thing. But if that's your thing, that's cool. But why are we not using protection? Why are we not using protection? And one of the girls was like, oh, he the type that won't do it if you make him use protection. Like, he won't do it at all.
Wait. Now, I thought the narrative was that men were the ones saying, hey, yo, you know what I'm saying? Or the women were like, you got to use protection. And the men are like, no. She's saying that women say, hey, man, he won't have sex with you and you know, unless he can do it without a condom. And the women are like, okay, what? What kind of foolery is this? This is from these Facebook social media things, these groups. He ain't gonna do it if you gotta wear a condom. So shouldn't it be wise of you to be like, you know what? We not gonna have sex then because you don't want to protect yourself. Oh, absolutely not. She giving the game like, yo, don't ask him to use protection. Just go ahead and do it raw, girl. Get these diseases, girl. Sweet Christmas. So I got something for that.
Girl, then don't do it. What is wrong with y'all? What are we doing? I'm so serious. What are y'all doing? You need to get your rocks off. Cool, girl. Get it how you live. But at the very least, you guys, you can't be out here moving like this. All of y'all need to go get tested. Every single one of you. And to make it worse, the girl who posted the original post says she's going to keep seeing him. She's not going to.
Got something for your ass. Some at the men nasty. What about now, sister? Soul sister? Told you. Got your ass.
Stop. She's not done with him. None of that swayed her. I said, what's the point of us having this group if when y'all find out information about the man that you're seeing, you're not going to leave him? Why are we even here? What is the point? We might as well dismantle it. What, y'all not listening no way?
Although the sexually transmitted infections are found in basically every demographic in Harris County, the study found that there is one population that is testing positive for them more frequently.
Who y'all think the population that they talking about?
Particular Black women.
Y'all heard her. I told you. There they go. There they go. Hold on.
I'm looking for a reform to
hear this, but the men in jail, they got y'all beat out here. How are they applying more pressure than y'all that's on the street?
Hey, I'm in a relationship with a man in prison. Of course I'm gonna drive 3 hours to go see him.
Now here's the twist. Black women, more than any other group, are willing to marry or support incarcerated men. They visit, they wait, they support emotionally and financially, and many maintain long-term loyalty during and after incarceration.
They in the T app posting men in jail.
Like I said, if y'all been listening to my channel, you already knew this. But now it's so funny to see women's reactions. They didn't, again, goes back to women, you don't date your friends. You don't get that side of them. You don't know your friends like that. In a relationship setting, no. Unless y'all, sneaking in, but you don't know your friends like that. You don't know how they interact with men or the types of men that they entertain. So this is not new information for the men and women that have been listening to my channel. Okay? But to y'all, it is. And it's funny for me to see it because for some odd reason, y'all think that we all crazy over here. Don't know why. It is what it is. But it's funny to see. Let's continue.
Bitches are dumb as fuck. Like, in jail, leave him in jail. Why are you, what? I don't even have no words really, but like, why y'all gotta be so fucking stupid?
It's not just about incarceration. It's about who many black women are choosing.
You have to be held accountable for their poor selection. No, you have to be held accountable. No, you have to be held accountable because they have a poor selection.
So basically, you would go and write a prisoner. You would scroll all the way down to where it says view all pen pal profiles. You would click that. You would scroll down. Then you could put in all of what you would like. And then once you do that, you press search and you'll scroll down and you'll see prisoners. You'll click one and then you'll scroll down and where it says institutional email, that'll be where you contact them at. And then at the top next to their name, there has their number, and that's what you would use to type in to like write them. And that's really about it. It's really simple.
So if you guys don't know what she's doing, she's scrolling the Date a Prisoner app and she's finding the ones that she would like to date. She star them and she'd go ahead and message them. And like I said, Dr. Umar, even though it's sad to see what's going on, brother, you was dead wrong in this because you was under the impression that black women were just having to settle for all these unsuitable black men that had been to jail. No, they're literally going on the apps looking for those guys. That has nothing to do with the black men out here. The overwhelming majority of black men that's not in prison. Okay? There you go. Lord have mercy. Opening your eyes. So, open your eyes. Do. Let me show you the light. Oh, sorry.
You're saying you're selecting a poor mate. And what I'm saying is they don't have much to select one, so of course you're going to end up with a poor mate.
Many black. So if y'all don't know what's going on there, she got artificially inseminated by the guy in prison. He put his junk, his stuff, baby making batter, into the little apparatus and then gave it to her, and she got pregnant by a guy that is currently doing time in prison. Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen from the T app. Welcome. Enjoy. You're all welcome. Enjoy. Oh, King of New York. Wait, then you get the super chats. Y'all go get some off-color movie references here and there. So IQS with the $5 bomb said, oh, you thought the STI rate in Houston was just a myth? Nah, the HSV2 and HIV rate is through the roof. And guess who? Black women. Oh yeah, man, I've been cataloging all this stuff, man. I see it every day at work. Let's continue. Dante Bryant, $2 bomb, said Dr. Umar knew. Stop it. Hey, I guess he didn't. He talking crazy about that woman. But let's continue. Here we go. Women are consistently attracted to a very narrow type of man, and that type of man is often high risk, emotionally unavailable, or socially unstable. And let's be clear, this isn't victimhood. This is a voluntary pursuit of a small pool of unsuitable men.
The T app exposes women in this way, right? The ones that I have been seeing, it makes me question women, right? There's one guy on here. He has a heart, like a broken heart tattoo right here. And then he has a $sign with like dripping blood right here, right? In the comment section is full of delusional ass women. It doesn't take a fucking rocket scientist to look at this man and know that he's no fucking good. Oh, and then he has the bag $sign of money in the middle of his neck. What a stand-up husband.
Hey, which one of y'all brothers in the chat who's working at JP Morgan or Goldman Sachs got a $sign on your neck? Who was it? Which one of you outstanding brothers that wear a suit to work and drive Audis and shit got a tattoo of a $sign and you doing this to these women? Let's continue.
He would be, right? So someone puts, don't talk to him, he has a bunch of kids. Don't talk to him, he steals. He fucking looks like it.
He looked like it. Why? Don't talk to him, he steals. Yeah, yo.
He fucking looks like it. I'm not looking at him, I'm looking at you. You're the dummy. So I'm like, I dare somebody to comment, well, I could have told you that and I never met the man. Some of these guys are like visual red flags. And I don't see how you thought somebody wouldn't know. I'm thinking you're going to post somebody like Taylor from Love Island who looked like he wouldn't harm a fly or be deceptive. Y'all are posting men who visibly look like they're nothing but shit in human form. Like, the money bag tattoo enough on his neck was enough for me to know he wouldn't be a good candidate for anything besides helping you rob a bank.
Wait, listen. I hate to highlight this, brother, but I do got to show you guys something. So she was at the bottom of her video. It said low standards. And I don't know if you guys remember this, but the last Pop the Balloon review that we did, I had to catch myself because the guy and the girl who were matching, I think I caught myself and I said, damn, man, this dude ain't got no standards. But I'm like, well, wait a minute. I'm looking at her and I'm looking at him. I'm like, no, they're on the same level. So it's not about anybody settling or having standards. People are choosing on their exact level. And that's what a lot of women are starting to understand. But they keep saying in the T app that these women are lowering their standards, or they're saying that these women are dating down. No, that's their level. Okay. And we have to be more vocal about saying that. And shout out to Theo Coop, where he said we got to get more comfortable with calling women losers, because in these spaces, it's always painted as women, black women in particular, are settling, or they're dating down. And I'm going to show you guys what that looks like, what black women think that looks like. Hold on. You know me, I got to put some visuals together. So this is what black women think settling is, or dating down, when they find a guy and things go bad. And they're like, oh man, I'm going to, I'm up here, sitting on, standing on, staircase. And this guy is down here. And then she kindly walks down, right, to get on his level. And then once she gets down there, she's still over him. So I think that's how black women view black women in dating. Like, hey, I have to go down there and date this guy, but I'm still above him. When in actuality, it's just this. Y'all on the same level. Okay? So yeah, so when you have these experiences with these guys, it's not the fact that these women are just, overlooking red flags. she is on the same level as that man with the $ neck tattoo. So it's no different. Don't be surprised when you see these, high class women who you consider less than. They all date the same men. All right. So that's what it is. That's how they view level settling and dating down. So they always in the power position. But let's get back to the video. Did I miss a super chat? Yeah. Red Room Entertainment $2 said Media Man shirt coming soon. You look like the type. Yeah, that's you. It is what it is. Yo, let's see here. Thomas Bland, what up though? With the $10 bomb said just had to drop my tithes and offerings to support the movement and vision. Shout out to Media Man. Keep doing the Lord's work. Hey, I greatly appreciate it, brother. That deserves a drop. Here you go, Thomas.
I took it back to my old energy. And she telling me she feel the chemistry. That's bullshit. She just know I'm rich. But keep going, sweetie.
Thank you, Thomas Bland. I greatly appreciate it. Good to see you over here, brother. Thank you. That's a cold profile picture. I'm looking in there. I like that. Man, it's cold. Let me start that. Check out your content, brother. Thank you for coming over, man. Let's see here. Oh, let's get back to the video. Here we go. Watch this. I'm going to read the, because y'all ain't going to see him, but you know me, I had to take him off the screen and show you guys. Here we go. I know you guys can see it. I got you. Let's stop right there. So did you see that little message thing that they just put out? Hold on. I got them for you. I'm gonna read to you guys what they said. This is funny. So spooky season, she wrote, he'll F a dog if it let him. Begging to take me on a date, then booked a hotel without my knowledge, saying he was staying there for a few days after I found out. Fast forward, went with him up to the room because he said he had to put some stuff in there, and he tried to force himself on me, talking about give him a little bit before the date. Ma'am, why are you going up to the room with some strange ass man? What you up there with? What you trying to get into? What is going on here? How? Man, well, somebody said Ted Bundy would be putting up numbers in today's dating climate. Lord have mercy. Here we go. Chi Mango said the sassiest, nastiest MF I ever dealt with. He will literally beg you for coochie. Very, very insecure suburb gangster. But you snuck in with him. The nastiest MF I ever dealt with. He will beg you for the coochie. You let him get to it. Sherry said definitely a woman be too. How you know this? You just saying stuff? Let's go back. Here we go. Moi smooches. The biggest hoe I've ever dealt with. He will F anything with a cat and talk down on them afterwards. Always want to know who you was with before him, and pillow talks for P. Do not let him F you. You're not the only one, and he will dash you afterwards. So you let him sneak in. Y'all starting to see a trend? This brother ain't lost. Never lost. He hasn't lost anything. He running through them all. Every message is like, hey, yo, he got to it. So he's like, well, shit, it's working. So he's never lost. P. Papa definitely has anger issues. Tries to F first link raw at that. Don't have a car. Live with parents. Think you supposed to move on his timing. Weird as F. Don't waste your time, please. But you was the brother ain't got no car, and he lived with his parents, and you knew all this. Just and then tries to F raw at that. So wait. Let's unpack this. Young girl. How you know he be trying to F raw on the first link? How did you get that far, ma'am? We need more. How did you know that he was dick out? So you got that far to where y'all was having these conversations. So I'm assuming that he was able to sneak in raw. He ain't lost. He's like 6 for 6. We got Tony Gwynn up here. I shouldn't be laughing at this shit, man. Tony Gwynn. Oh, man. Skinny, what up, though? $2 super said Glocktavius was trying to get a smidget of cooch. A smidget. Just a smidget.
Excuse me. Would you mind sparing me a bit of coochie? Just a crumb. This much. Just a crumb. Karuchi, please. What do I have? I'll do anything. Yes. Jesus. Thank you. Let's go.
That's how old boy was. Just to crumb. He will beg for it. And y'all just gave into it. Yeah, that's your level. We got Tony Gwynn up here. IQS $5 super chat said, clean up on aisle 3. He definitely emptying the grocery shelves. These women are down bad. Yeah, man. Has he lost yet? I don't know. Pooh man, $2 super chat said, confirmation on the STDs right from the women. Yeah, man. He's never lost. Wait, hold on. We not done. Hold on, wait. Cherry Candy said he fought my homegirl when she was drunk at the club. Oh my God. Why he ain't in jail? Wait, this girl said, you're truly XX. LOL, he begged me to go on a date with him. Canceled the day of because he was sick, then posted him effing a girl in his shower on his close friends. I LOL at it, and he said, sorry, I forgot I had you in my close friends. Hey, yo, his brother's never lost. He's running through everything. He needs to get a podcast. He hitting everything in sight. He's good. Hey, brother, you got it. This brother fighting homegirls and still able to sneak in. Oh my God. Why is this one so funny? Oh man. All right, my bad, Brendan. Brendan, $20 bomb said, Media Man, we see red flags. They see 6 flags. Yeah. All I can tell them is enjoy the ride. You're freaking unbelievable. Bro, this is crazy, yo. This dude's never lost. Hold on, here you go.
I took it back to my old energy. And she telling me she feel the chemistry. That's bullshit. She just know I'm rich. But keep going, sweetie.
Yeah. Oh, it's no good. I say the best for last, though. Hold on, let me get this one. The real books, what up, though? $5 super chat said, some men get all the P, luck, and some men get none. Yeah, this brother running through everything in sight. IQS2 so you can't stop him. You can only hope to contain him. Yeah. His brother hitting everything, man. Steph Curry in the Olympics. Championship game. Bang. Oh God. Wait, listen to this one. Hold on. This is his second time getting posted. He's really cool. Don't let him F off rip. Make him work for it. Also, he always posts on IG bashing females. Red flag, but he a red flag. But you saying, yo, he cool. That's a contradicting message. How are you a red flag and talking crazy about women, but you somebody cool and don't let him F off rip? So you must have let him F off rip. That brother didn't went like, what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 for 8. He's running through everything. Somebody, like, what'd you say? Somebody contain him. They got the double team him. Well, that probably works in his favor because he gonna hit the shot regardless. So whoever that brother is, man, I don't think you should consider this a bad thing. It seems like whatever you doing, hey, it's working. Continue, brother, because they don't care. Because he's cooking. He's on fire. They ain't seen $2 to say he's a golden child. Oh, I want the knife. That dude got the glow. He like Leroy, man. When you got that glow. We laughing and shit. This should be funny. Okay, Brendan $10 who just said, this guy is like a creative player on 2K. He just can't miss. He can't miss, bro. He can't miss. Hold on.
I took it back to my old energy. And she telling me she feel the chemistry. That's bullshit. She just know I'm rich. But keep going, sweetie.
Man, this is crazy. Dante Bryant $2 just said he is the one. Yeah, he's the one. That brother need a pickup artist podcast or something. I mean, all right, let's get back. Here we go. Whoever he is, man, is working. It's fair use.
Is so dumb is because
listen, she mad.
The niggas gonna make this app about us and they not gonna say a fucking word. They just gonna treat us different. And now we're all gonna pay for you dumb ass bitches fucking mistake coming on this app and telling them what we're doing. That's what's wrong with y'all. Y'all talk too much sometimes. Zip it. Zip it. Why the hell is y'all on here? Y'all already talking on the app. Just talking the app. Why would you come on TikTok so they can see what we doing? Now they gonna make an app. They gonna tell them. They gonna tell each other how we cracking the homeboys, how we doing this and doing that. We eat her, she go for anything, and we're gonna get even worse treatment. I hate you, dumb assholes.
Women talk too much, especially on social media. You guys are giving away all your secrets. The longer that you guys allow these toxic ass women to say that, hey, we're going to use guys, we're going to try and get them to pay our rent, we're going to try and use them for food dates and then go back home and pookie, then it's going to get applied to all of you. So it benefits us for you guys to be more open. However, if you consider yourself a good girl, this negatively affects you on the dating market because guys are going to be a little bit more cautious. That's why you hear in these spaces a lot of men saying, hey, I'm taking women out on coffee dates. I'm not spending too much money on first dates or any date. And the reason for that is because women are so loud in regards to their intentions to try and F a guy over. A lot of women take the unbothered approach. You guys are so silent. You need to speak up. Hey, that was an old video of me. Long time ago, I made that, man. I've been telling women, like, y'all just tell everything. And now look at you. Look at you. You should have listened. Skinny 2000 just said, the T app would have exposed Media Man back in the day. Nah. Well, in Korea, in Korea, those 2 years, my last 2 years in Korea, that was when I was heavy into competing. I was a wayward soul, but I was swelled and swole up. Yeah, I probably would have been on that app. Just in Korea. Just Just give me a pass on those 2 years in Korea. Kunsan at that. Oh Lord. God, thank you for making me see the way. I would have been on there looking stupid. Yeah, they would have got me. Who's the master? Cole, I ain't showing up. $2. He said, I hate the Leroy reference. I didn't know you was here, brother. My bad. But that brother, he got that glow. Oh man, the real books. It became a member. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that, man. As always, good to see you. I thought you was already a member. Yeah, good to see you in there, man. Oh, he said I had to re-up. Okay. Yo, that brother don't miss. But I think this is my last video of her. Listen to what she got to say. This was funny.
Accepting me on the T app. Let me just say this. Okay. I better not hear another female come on this internet complaining about raising a child by herself, running down to the welfare office, getting her ass whooped upside her head. I better not hear none of that. You got women up here on the T app posting men in their mugshots, men with their pants halfway down, hanging off their ass, looking crazy with a damn bottle of Hennessy in their hand, talking about something. What's tea on him? I'm starting to like him. Why are you starting to like him? Why? Like, y'all standards is in the fucking trash. Yes, you got women up here on the T app posting mug shots of men, asking us, have we slept with him? Asking us, are they good men? No, they're not good men, stupid.
So again, and you listen to what she's saying. She's painting the picture like these women are settling for these men. No, that's their level, ladies. You guys, you say these things, and I've seen the pictures of the caliber of women, the majority of them that were on there. Most of them weren't lookers. I'm going to just say that much. That's their level. They are not above these men that you see with these face tattoos and teardrops running down the eyes and shit like that. That's their level. That's what they like. And that's why I keep telling the good men that are doing things, the right way, when these women come looking for y'all, once they get done running through Pookie and them, y'all need to reject them. You need to go find the women that already have a preference for good men. And not one of these dumbass women that's running around chasing at the prisoners. Okay? Not trying to disrespect anybody that was incarcerated and shit like that. But if I had my way, I would prefer that the good women would stay with the men who haven't been incarcerated. It's that simple. Okay? So yeah, so y'all need to be mindful. Go back and watch some of my videos where I talked about this. They're going to try and spin the block and make it seem like you're their preference. You're not. And you're going to always be in a deficit. Okay? Just pay attention to Young, man. Listen to Young. Let's see here. From downtown, what up, though? Salute, media man. He's a member for 20 months. That brother been cold. What you in the gym? Why I be looking at people profile pictures? Thank you, brother. Good to see you over here, man. Y'all got to watch these women. Here we go. But that's their level.
No, they're not. Oh my God, today. Y'all wonder why you're fucked and dumped in the trash. The type of men that you want to attract is alarming. The type of men that you are attracting is alarming. What in the hell is going on? And there's a lady up there, she been commenting because it's anonymous. And she's like, oh my God, like, you should be embarrassed posting something like this. I told y'all, even when y'all was on the prison side of TikTok, y'all women are sick and you need to seek therapy immediately.
You said the prison side of TikTok. Why the hell y'all over there?
Any woman that is seeking a man that is incarcerated, it's giving daddy issues. It's giving book a therapy session today. My God, today.
Nah, they don't need to book a therapy session. That's their type. That is their preference. Let them make it work with your preference and leave these good men over here alone. All right? None of that. They don't need to. They need to stay with those dudes. Dr. Evil Genius, what up, though? Remember for 17 months said we don't want women who want those types of men. Yeah, I'm just trying to hip y'all to the game, so to speak, because and as I stated before, some of the guys, and this is no disrespect to them, love the dudes that I do the consults with. I'm not a relationship coach, not a therapist or anything like that, but I did recognize a trend. There are a lot of men who are highly educated. They're making a significant amount of money. They don't have debt, doing very well for themselves. But the one place where they are, I guess, below average at is dealing with women. And these types of women who have run the gambit with these unsuitable men will come fishing for these types of guys that have it all together, but they don't know how to pick up certain social cues and certain red flags that women may do. So we try and work through that as best possible. Okay. And and I'm not trying to shame the guys who don't have that much experience with women, but you have to be honest at some point. And I forgot what book it was, but they were talking about certain things that you don't know that you need to improve in. Sometimes the only way that you can improve those areas is if you are in a position to where you are telling yourself that I need to improve in a certain area. And it may be something that you know that you need to improve in, right? And you're like, hey, man, let me start focusing on that and getting better in this area. Once you start doing it and you reach that improvement level, or if you beat that game, so to speak, you start looking for other areas to improve in. And that's where women may be, because you may not know that you need improvement in that area until you get hit with a certain situation. But the reason why we have these types of platforms is to try and help you guys not go through the same shit that we went through when we didn't have these types of platforms, trying to educate y'all or tell y'all from our experiences. Okay? So yeah, once you start improving on one area, you start looking for other areas that you need to improve. And it's kind of like bodybuilding. Like before you start lifting weights, you don't know much, but you just like, hey, yo, I just want to get big. So once you start lifting weights and taking serious, you get big, you start, getting some size, and you're like, okay, cool, I look good. Then you start looking for certain body parts that you need to improve on. Oh man, I need more cap on my shoulders, so I need to do shoulder press more. Or I need more sweep on my quads. Now I need to improve that. It's a never-ending game, okay? So once you get into improvement mode, then you start focusing on those things. And like I said, understanding women may be low on the totem pole because you've been so focus-driven on your career and making sure that you break generational curses, you don't even pay attention to that. But when one of these sweet things pop up on you and lean down on you, hey, it's gonna be a problem. Some of y'all, hey, I always play this. Young little pretty thing come lean down on you. Hold on, where's she at? Let me find it. Here we go. Who gonna resist this?
Oh yeah. Ooh.
You like that, Mr. Joe Schlabach?
She gonna come lean down on you, and it's a problem. And you ain't gonna know. You like, hey man, I've been in the books focusing on my career, and Theresa Randall lookalike gonna come lean down on you right in your ear. What you gonna do? You're done for. So yeah, so I don't blame you. But that's why we here, man, to try and help you out as much as possible. So I do have I want to play this clip from Lori Gottlieb's book, Marry Him. Man, this was pretty good. So I didn't even check to see if this was. Hopefully we don't get copyrighted for this, but fair use in advance. I'm going to take a quick break and I'll be right back. We've been cooking, man. This has been a fun show, man. But that was a T-app, and I got some pointers as to how this is going to mess up the dating market, and I will talk about them here in a second. But I'm going to leave you with some Marquise Murray. I'll be right back. Thank y'all. right, let's get back to it. So here's some points after doing a little bit of research on the T-app and how it's going to affect the dating market. I want to show you guys these because I don't think women understand what's going on here. So here we go. So this is some of the conclusions that I came down to. So many women are dating the same small pool of men, and they're not settling, but actively competing for these men despite warning signs. We've seen that in all the videos that we just watched. A lot of women was pointing that out. So yeah, so we got to stop using this term that women are settling. No, that is their level too. So they don't mind those guys. And then repeated names of men across multiple cities. From the videos and the feedback that I got, it was dudes that was going from Florida to Georgia to Alabama doing the same thing. Highly desired men are reviewed the most. They either had the most red flags or green flags, and there were multiple women saying, hey, what's his at so I can reach out to him? And then women are choosing the same archetypes of men. These types of men being flagged most frequently align with popular dating preferences. What we've already known over here is 6 feet, don't have nothing to do with the 6 figures or whatever the hell else they got going on. The majority of women kept talking about a dude's sex game. The general consensus is that these dudes had already snuck in and then they caused problems. Go figure. Then women aren't settling. Like I said, they're converging. Many are choosing the same quote unquote high value men knowingly or not, even if it leads to repeat disappointment. We just talked about that and then only put high value because it was a lot of women who kept saying, I couldn't find the video where this woman, she showed a bunch of comments where women were saying, yeah, he's going out here saying that he's a high value man, but he ghosted me after such and such. I'm like, yo, it's so funny, man. I'm gonna find those videos with all the comments, man. They run it down. They run down the list. And then the irony. The T-app was intended to protect women from bad dating experiences, but it may have also exposed the reality that many women knowingly enter relationships with the same men, hoping to be the one who wins. And we discussed this when we did our review of Dr. Jordan Peterson's The Beauty and the Beast theory, where he was saying, hey, you know, women prefer the beast, you know, to tame the beast. This is what you would consider trying to win. Okay? So they don't care that there's a bunch of women trying to get at this one guy. Only thing that matters to them is if they're the last one to be with this guy. And they're willing to jump through hoops to be with these guys who have all these red flags, dollar sign on his neck, but they like, hey, I'm attracted to him and I think I'm better than all these other women. So I'm going to take my chances. I'm going to press my luck, so to speak. Hopefully I don't hit the whammy. And the majority of these women are, in fact, hitting the whammy. So it is what it is, man. Lord have mercy. So, yeah, so that was my, that's how I surmised, you know, and the, you know, what I got from this T-app review. But yeah, man, it's crazy. It has uncovered a lot for the regular world. You guys, you probably know, like I said, we laughing over here. It's funny to me because we talk about this stuff all the time. And I did see, and I want to say this, I did see a lot of people on TikTok. They were saying, man, this T-app, these RPers may have been right. And it's like, bro, y'all the only ones that demonize these spaces or use the worst examples of people who are RP adjacent are trying to inform men on this, on the dating market. But it's like they don't want to admit that, man, the dudes over here that do talk about RP stuff, they already knew that they were right and they were just moving as such. Y'all just now getting into the game. Like, you just now understand it. And you try to demonize the dudes over here, that's your fault. Now you shocked. So that women is assholes and they do effed up shit just like the men. Surprise. No. Olua, the $5 bomb said, just want to hear the new ladies drop. Thank you, Beanie Man. I'll play it twice for you, Olua. Thank you for the other donations that you gave. Here we go. Yeah, Oaktown 357. Y'all don't know nothing about that. So yeah, shout out to Olua. Thank you for being here. Man, okay. But yes, let's play this quick video from the Marry Him book by Lori Gottlieb. If you want to check out any of her content or any of the people that I referenced either earlier, you can go on YouTube. Lori Gottlieb has a bunch of content out there. I believe she did 2 interviews with the roommates, Hafiz and Chris, a while back. That's when I was first introduced with her, and I picked up this book. I want to let y'all hear this real quick. Here we go. And Lori Gottlieb, if you guys aren't familiar, she's a woman that went viral where they did that study where the men, they asked the men, what do you want in a woman? And guys like name 3 things, and the women named like 600 or something like that. That was Lori Gottlieb. Okay. She was the one that went viral for, saying that and pointing out that study. And like I said, go to roommates, you can find her interview. So she is very in tune with what's going on in these spaces. Hypergamy, what she's talking about here. You hear that a lot in these spaces now, and she's being honest. But like I said, this video may turn a lot of women off because she's really telling it like it is. And she's like, yo, I thought this way. I wanted to have a kid, but she didn't know how it would affect her on the dating market. She's going to get into it. Here we go. Fair use. You hear that all the time. None of them was movie star attractive. They were all ruffians.
One even said she'd rather be alone because you never know when you might find true love. Maybe you'd find it in the nursing home.
Was that somebody said? Puma said that was a view. Say, hey, you never know when you find true love. Maybe you'll find it in the nursing home. What's wrong with these women, bro? You gonna wait about the nursing statistics because it's been like 2 or 3 black women running around here saying that it's more black men in nursing homes and they always angry and they used to be players. She just said it as well. There's one dude in there with all these old ass women in there as well. So yeah, it's way more women in nursing homes than men. Right? I don't need a man. And you just ended up without one. I know. That's how it works. The universe, the stars align. Aquarius. Let's continue. Let me ask the women a question. I know we got Olu in here. Men, we're different. We a clown a dude. You know what I'm saying? Brother, what you mean this woman is the one? Your ass ain't ready to get married. You still running around out here. We will tell our friends that. Women, do y'all do that to your homegirls? Like if a woman is, that she's not marriage material. Do you tell her yo, I don't think you should be looking to get married right now? I always when y'all have these girl talks, does that happen? Because like I said, dudes, we tell each other straight up, man, shut up, man. We know you ain't ready to settle down. I'm like, man, I wonder if, you could tell if a girl is toxic or not. I don't think a lot of women can because y'all feed each other fluff and tell them that they look good and shit. Send a woman out there dressed half naked on the Pop the Balloon show. Yeah, girl, you look good. That's the worst. Then it gets to me and I can't show this woman half naked. QS2000 just said it's a 103-year-old nun who says she ready for marriage. Hey, she waited. She ready now, ain't she? I gotta find it. Olowa said I have only once. Yeah, that's crazy. You could tell when your girl is toxic. I'm pretty sure you can. I know that'd probably be a tough conversation. I get it, Olowa. So thank you. All right, let's get that to fair use.
Your relationship.
See that? It's man, it's always the dude's fault. And she said they do the same thing to each other. She'll listen to the dude was crazy. It is what it is. And then she'll go out on a date. They say the same thing. That's crazy. If you having bad experiences with every dude that you date, you got to start to look within. Shout out to Destiny. But yeah, you got to look within. All right. And also she's very honest, with this. She was like, hey man, it's lonely. And that's why I think this book may turn a lot of women off. So yeah, but let's continue. Here we go. And this is, oh man, this is going to hit home for a lot of women. But women, if women don't have a kid to try and fill that gap, you know, that emotional support or not being lonely by, you know, some women do that. Like she said, she did that. She had a kid because she wanted to fill that gap of being lonely. A lot of women do that with pets now. And shout out to Kevin Samuels for mentioning that. He was like, hey, these women that, you know, they started to get all these dogs and cats and shit like that. And that's supposed to be the replacement for the man. He was the first one to mention that. And you start to notice that a lot of single women that's getting up there, they got dogs and cats, you know. So shout out to Kevin Samuels. Oh, man. William with the $10 bomb said, women rarely tell each other the truth. Even if they did, I don't know that they listen. My cousin doesn't talk to her grandma because she told her stop being outside. God, so you ain't gonna talk to grandma now? Lord, here you go.
I took it back to my old energy, and she telling me she feel the chemistry. That's bullshit. She just know I'm rich, but keep going, sweetie.
All right, how you ain't gonna talk to your grandma? All right, let's get to fair use. Oh, listen to this one. This is where she talked about she didn't know it was gonna be hard being a single mom on the dating market. Hold on. Wait, let me get this off the screen. All right, here we go. But the stuff that she's saying, a lot of women won't admit to that. And that's why I tell you guys, hey, it's really nothing you can do on like panel shows, or you see women on social media talking about this and how happy they are. Once they go home, they have to look themselves in the mirror and make sure that that's true, that they're literally happy. We can't question that on a public platform because they will never admit to what Lori is admitting to right here in this book. I would encourage more women who are in this situation to read this book because you will learn something, especially from the last 3 chapters, where you know how these books go, where they start to bring everything home. They start to do the experiences. She talks about that a lot, and how she, you know, decided to write this book. You start to understand why. But yeah, I think a lot of women who are in the position of being single mothers, who have this mindset of being, you know, a career-driven woman, I recommend this book. Read it. It's a good book, okay? Man, and you start to see that play out right now, where women are going to these dating events. No men are showing up. But a lot of women had that mindset of, look, I talked about this in a video because that girl, I think she was like a nurse practitioner or something, some job where it required her to go to school for like 6 to 8 years or something. She worked in her career for 6 to 8 years going to school. No, it was a woman that was becoming a doctor, or I became a doctor. She went to school for like 10 or 12 years, got her career together, and then she's like, okay, now I want to get married. It's like, lady, you in your mid-30s now. You know, you just not wasted all that time, but you became a doctor, which is amazing. But then she was like, I want a man to pay for everything. It's like, that makes no sense. So these are things that a lot of women have to keep in mind if you want to have that mindset of being a career woman, removing yourself from the dating market, and then trying to jump back in it and expecting the same options that you had when you were young. It's tough. I know it's tough to hear, but I'd rather you hear from a woman, Lori Gottlieb, and go purchase this book. Y'all know we always, you know, do book reviews on here. So yeah, ladies, if you really want to understand and you don't need me to tell you, you can listen to her. Okay? So yeah, you definitely enjoy it. But that was the end of that little quick snippet of the book. But yeah, it pertains to the T-app and also to the video that we're about to review here in a second. And I haven't reviewed a Kendra G video in a while, but this one was too good to be true. And also, it taught Kendra that she needs to be a little bit more direct with her female, you know, women interviewers that come on her show. So the Real Books $2 super chat said, "Tears of a Clown." Women, they need to stop it. That's one of my favorite songs. Send in the Clowns, when it's sung by Frank Sinatra. It's one of my favorite, and I hate clowns, but that song is amazing. Yeah, I don't like clowns. So All right, but yeah. So before we get off here, we about to watch this Kendra G video, man. This one was great. Everything that we talked about, settling and just about, what was in that book and having kids, this woman don't care about none of that shit. And it was hilarious to see. And I'm glad that it was a non-black woman, because from what I noticed, Kendra G, she can cook women who aren't black and not have no problems with it, because she understands that if it's a black woman and she asking all these questions, the black women who are her predominant audience, they're gonna cook Kendra in the chat. She already got cussed out by a gang of women saying that, hey, why are you questioning me and asking me, do I deserve that type of man? So when it's a woman that's not black, she get to get off. You know what I'm saying? She get to get her get back. So this is gonna be good, and you'll see what I'm talking about in regards to settling. Fair use, fair use.
Baby, my name is Rosie. Rosie, where you calling us from? Orlando, Florida. How old are you, love?
Okay.
I am 38. 38. And what do you do for a living? I'm a client coordinator.
Okay, so let's stop right there. So I did the figures on this. And I did it for a reason, because of what she's asking for. She's a client coordinator and she's in Orlando, Florida. So I got this, the salaries from 3 different sites: Glassdoor, salary.com, and Zippia. You can see right here, upwards of, let's say, $64,000 a year, annual typical range. So yeah, let's continue.
Client coordinator. Do you have any kids?
So the basic living wage in Orlando, Florida, you would have to earn $59 per hour, which would translate to about $124,000. And that's with a single adult with 3 children. And that's what she has. So she would need to make $124,000 a year to support her lifestyle for those 3 kids. So she's making it, I guess, right now, but $124,000. So let's continue. There's a reason why I'm pointing this out.
I do. I have 3. How old are 18, 16, and 11. 18, 16, and 11. All by the same man?
So I added the the child support, if she's getting child support. She didn't mention it, but if she was, non-custodial parents, net income was $3,000 a month. Custodial parents, $2,000. That would be $5,000 combined. So she would probably, she could garner, what is that? $1,939 per month for child support if she was getting child support. Okay, so let's continue.
Two fathers. My oldest are from one and my youngest is from another one.
So here's the combined income for the estimated support and combined net income. So on the lower chart, she'll be getting about 3,000. Let's see here. It will be around, on the lower end, it would be $859 per month. And then mid-income example will be the $1,900 I mentioned. And then high income will be about $3,000 per month. But her income is low. I mean, it's above average. She makes about, I would say, $64,000 per year. So it'll probably be on the middle. Yeah, about the middle. So if she was getting child support, it'd be about $2,000. All right, so let's continue.
Okay. Have you ever been married? No. And
so never married. And that's how it shakes out for the whole thing. So her coordinator salary on the lowest tier would be about $2,900 per month. And then child support, $859. So that would be about $3,700. So her annual income on the lower tier would be $45,000. And then lowest salary, highest child support will be $70,000. Highest salary, lowest child support, $73,000. And then highest salary, highest child support will be $98,000. So all of those figures don't add up to $124,000, which would be the living wage that she would need to make to support her 3 kids comfortably in Orlando, Florida. All right, let's continue.
And what's your zodiac sign?
I am a Cancer.
Cancer. Here we go. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
So this is why the money figures are important.
A God-fearing one who knows how to be a provider, one who knows what his role is in a relationship.
What does the provider and his role in the relationship mean to you?
To me, a provider is someone who can maintain his household. I don't want to work.
This woman got 3 kids, and she talking about she don't want to work. Again, I told you she probably make about $64,000 a year. If you get a man to make that same amount or a little bit higher, you know what that would equal to? That would be about $124,000, $125,000, which is the actual living wage that y'all would need to make to live in Orlando, Florida, and raise those kids comfortably. Because you got an 18-year-old, he should be out of the house, or he or she should be out of the house. All right. So that's, again, 4 people in the house, 2 kids, 2 adults. Both y'all work, and you'll be well off. Ladies, do you understand where I'm going with this? So when you start talking this foolery, that, you know, how old was this woman? Close to her 40s? Or is she in her 40s? What did she say? So that's how 2 incomes would work. It's that simple. That's why y'all come to this page. I'm not sitting there trying to cook this woman, but it is funny, and I'm definitely going to laugh. But that's how the 2 income dynamic works. So don't bring your dumb ass up here talking about you don't want to work no more. Okay? Somebody said she 38. Yeah. Nah, that's done. That's done with, ma'am. Here we go.
I want to go into my career, which is art. So I don't want to have to work. And, you know, I just feel like if I'm with somebody, I don't need to work. That's just me.
So you want a new man to take care of you and your 2 children that you have by 2 other men, and he pays all the bills.
They're taken care of.
They not. And I'm glad Kendra G has finally learned to start checking women on this. We've been saying this for a while now, and I always use the pizza example. When women say, hey, man, well, he ain't going to have to take care of my kids. So you really think this man going to order a pizza and just give you 2 slices and he going to keep the rest while these buckaroos sitting there hungry and shit? No, he got to feed them kids too. Why they say that? He ain't got to take care of my, if he living in the house and y'all get married, yes, ma'am, some of his money is going to your kids. They hungry. They got to eat. Here we go.
No, you don't got to take care of them.
Do they, like well, hold on. Do they live with you?
They do. Well,
so
I get it in the sense that you're,
So if you plan on living with this man that you're talking of, he would be taking care of them.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
Thank you. I'm glad Kendra pointed it out. All right, Dante Bryant, too. That's what just said. How you going into a career at 30? Yeah, man, bro, this is where I work. So, all right, here we go.
So back to what I was, okay, you have 18 and 16. Do they all live with you?
So, no, my 18-year-old does not. My 16 and 11-year-old does.
There you go. 4 people in the house, that $125,000. Both of y'all working. Hey, you got a good home, but your dumb ass get up here and tell me you don't want to work. What sense does that make?
Okay, so you want, and the 16s want by one man and 11s by the other man. Mm-hmm. Okay, so you want a new man to come into your life. You live with him. He pays all the bills because you don't want to work, and he'll take care of you and your 2 kids you have by 2 different men.
Yeah.
That's what she said. Hold on, wait. Birdman just became a new member. Thank you, good brother. Yeah, I haven't seen you over here, man. I thought you was a member already. Thank you, man. Greatly appreciate it. Here we go.
His fathers do that?
Yeah.
You lie. You a liar. You're a liar, a cheater, a deceiver. Yeah, you lying.
Why you not with those men?
Because they mentally, they didn't make to where, you know, they were stuck. And they were stuck. They didn't have that growth mentality that I have.
Well, let me be clear. So you live with your children's dads?
Did I live with them? Yes.
And you didn't have to work when you were living with them?
I did, but not to what I'm looking for.
Lady, you lying. And how these dudes didn't have a growth mindset, but for some odd reason, they was able to grow off up in your vagina and have kids. Why? This is another example of trying to win at both ends. It ain't no justification. We already know that was your level. They didn't have a growth mindset, but they was grown enough to sneak in. Oh man, just take the L. It's all right, man. It's okay. William, 999 Super Chat said, shoot, the living wage calculator doesn't include savings or retirement. The lifestyle this woman wants gonna add to that. Yeah, man, it's just so much, man. Let me give you a drop.
I took it back to my old energy. And she telling me she feel the chemistry. That's bullshit. She just know I'm rich. But keep going, sweetie.
For that mercy, these women, the winning at both ends. Here we go.
Wait, I don't understand.
So at the beginning I did, and then I didn't, and then they slacked, and then I had to work.
Oh.
Basically, it wasn't stable. I'm looking for stability. That's what I'm looking for.
Okay, that's what you're looking for. Now that was this a scenario with one of your children's dads or both of your children's dads had it?
So the first one, I was 18. We were young. We were very ignorant. It was, you know, I'm 38
Every time, young, all the time.
now. So that relationship was very toxic. It was a young relationship.
So Rosie, we're gonna move forward, but I'm gonna let you respond because there's gonna be a lot of people that are gonna say that your request.
Now, you hear what Kendra just said? Listen.
But I'm gonna let you respond because there's gonna be a lot of people that are gonna say that your request.
You hear that? There's gonna be a lot of people that's gonna say that Kendra won't stand on business, and it's kind of bitter in the ass, so to speak, because she didn't do that. Don't say people say they're gonna say and I really wish that one of these women that come on her show, they would not necessarily press her, but they would ask Kendra G, well, what do you say? Because she always puts it off on the people because they're going to say that you're delusional. I really wish that a woman would go up there and say, well, what do you think, Kendra? Do you think I'm delusional? And kind of force Kendra G to say what she has to say. You know what I'm saying? Like she always does that. And I think I put my video in here. Here we go.
They'll use the word delusional.
Kendra G, she's found somewhat of a loophole. And I learned that this is what she does on her page now. Before, when Kendra G first started, she never read the super chats. But now she reads the super chats, and she does that so she can get the chat to say what she wants to say. But she can't say it because she's going to get pushback from the women. So that's why you got men like Divine Photos. He can say what he says because Kendra read that on purpose.
Divine Photo says, seems like the six-figure man you desire see you as recreational use only.
Because I was watching. You see that? And I used Divine Photos, and it's unfortunate. I think Divine Photos said he got blocked by Kendra G because he used to always send in super chats and ask questions, and Kendra G would always highlight the questions so she could have him ask it, him or her. I don't even know if Divine Photos is a man or a woman. But yeah, hopefully they hear. But yeah, she would bring up the comments to say what she wants to say. And that's why I said, hey, it would really help if Kendra started telling these women how she feels based off of what they're asking for. And like I said, in this interview is going to bite her in the ass because that woman came back and said some foolery. So let's continue. Here we go. Watching oh, okay. Yeah, thank you, Divine Photos. Yeah, then they said Kendra G even blocked Coffee Killer. Oh, man. Yeah. See, okay. He said, I'm a dude. All right. I got you. Thank you. That's crazy, man. You know, the live stream, and there was a lot of people saying many different things. But Kendra G picked out Divine Photos' comment because that's what she was thinking. but she can't say that as a black woman because she's going to get pushback. So instead, she'll use those super chats to say what she's thinking, or she'll say, well, this is what I've learned from men in these spaces.
Have any kids?
Look,
I have 4.
How old are your 4 kids?
My oldest is 18. And then I have a 14-year-old, 13-year-old, and 6 years old.
Are they all by the same man?
No, I was married twice. 3 is from my first marriage, and my youngest is from my second marriage.
Shaw, this is gonna be said, so I'm gonna let you respond to it.
Watch.
Okay. I know they're gonna say, you know, you were married to 2 men, had children by 2 men who didn't make 150K, and now you're a mom of 4, and you want the next man to, I guess, in so many ways, make more income than the men you were married to and had children by. So what's your response to that?
Well, it would be foolish for anyone to have the same standard they had at 18 years old when they're 36.
So you see, and that this should help you guys understand how a lot of women with children think. They're like, hey, when I was young, I had these kids. I wasn't making a lot of money. I wasn't in the position that I am, you know, that I'm in now. Now that I got a little bit of bread, my standards are higher, even though you got 4 extra mouths to feed. They see it from their perspective, but they don't see it from the men's perspective. And when men try to convey this message to them, they get offended. Yeah, and that's exactly what Lori Gottlieb was talking about. Okay, so that's how a lot of these women think. They don't see it from the male point of view. And then actually, nobody cares. It doesn't matter. If you don't accept the information that men are trying to tell you about your situation with the kids that you have, so be it. The market decides. The only reason why men entertain these conversations is because we on social media. Once everybody log off of social media, they're going to do what the hell they want to do, and they're going to overlook your dumb ass. So, I mean, it don't make no sense to even argue with these types of women. She don't see it that way, cool. The market will decide. And it's that simple, okay? Let's continue.
I don't know, that's kind of a nonsensical question for the people who would ask that.
See, she said for the people who would ask that. It was Kendra's job to say, hey, this is what I think, but she won't do that. So William 199 just said they think they're worth more somehow. Yeah, and like I said, with age and, you know, making more money, that's what makes them think like that.
I'm gonna say it. Absolutely, this is gonna be said. This is why I wanted you to respond to it.
When men hear a woman say that then this is what they mean. So she'll never outright say, well, this is what I think is going to happen to you. Because then she would sound too much like Kevin Samuels.
You're a mother of 4. And how many different fathers?
4.
Holy shit. How many times have you been married?
None.
That ain't gonna work.
I've been proposed to 3 times. But
that ain't gonna work. That's not gonna work.
Yeah, I'll never accept it.
No. What I'm saying is not gonna work. There's no marriage to a woman who has 4 kids by 4 different men who's never been married. What guy wants to follow that?
So she uses y'all in the chat to do her dirty work, so to speak. She's good. Kendra is good. She's a sneak, man.
But do you think it's fair to say that you want a guy to come into your life and take care of you and 2 kids that he didn't create and he pays all the bills?
No, it's not delusional. You know, there's certain points in your life where you grow. I'm a very God-fearing woman, and I want to live.
There you go, William. You see? She's saying the same thing. It's like, nah, it's not delusional.
The way the Bible does to, you know, grow into that. It's not delusional. What I'm looking for is not fake. I know it is very possible. Society might look at it as delusional because, you know, everybody's on this 50-50 or whatever. Not that I want to sit here and live off a man. Again, I want to.
No. You absolutely want to live off a man because you said you don't want to work. So listen.
Well,
your request. Hold on, real quick.
You see that? Now, see, Kendra got a little bit more get up and go in her, don't she? When it's not a black woman up here, she could talk all the shit that she want. Because black women were in the comments saying, yeah, get her, Kendra. And Kendra like, look, I'm going to get all the shit that I wanted to say to the black women. And I'm gonna take it out on this woman. Yo.
Your request is your request, and that's fine. I'll let it go. But no, you're absolutely saying you want to live off of a man. That's exactly what you're saying.
So I had said that I have a career in art. So my money is going to come from the art that I do.
You ain't Basquiat. What you doing?
My art is not $2 or something that sells at Ross. You know what I'm saying? So a man to invest in me so I can make money off my art. Do you get what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying, but you said clearly you don't want to pay any bills. You want a man to be a provider, and he pays off the bills. So that would mean you want to live off of a man.
Well, then yes. If that's the way you want to put it, then yeah.
It ain't.
That's the way you put it. What you talking about? I'm just reciting what you said.
No, okay.
See? Wait, William. 499 Super Chat said, I love when God come in when this behavior is anything but holy. Yeah, man, they always got to bring that. If God wants me, God be like, what?
So now, if a man cannot provide 100% for you not to work, is he not an option?
If he has the mentality of being a go-getter where, you know what I'm saying, he has goals in life to get there, then it is a possibility.
What would you say to the people that would say that you have 3 kids without being married?
You see that? What would you say to the people? Kendra, you know what the deal is. You've been doing this shit for too long. You can tell her what you think, but you still doing this. Tell her.
Thou shalt not judge, and your past does not determine your future.
She said, don't judge. Kendra, tell her.
Should he make a certain amount of money?
Yes, he has to be able to maintain me and my family, I guess.
So what is that dollar amount he has to make?
Probably like 150.
Now, you see that? 150. You get you a good man who already got kids. You can make that money.
Because he has to be able to maintain himself and everyone and the home.
Lord.
Have you ever dated a man that made 150K?
I did not.
So, if you don't meet a man that makes 150K that wants to sign up for this deal, you're okay with never having a man again?
Okay, so this is the key point, and I know a lot of people give Kendra G pushback for this, but this is honestly how I would word it as well. If you don't ever meet a man that makes that much money and he doesn't sign up for this deal, are you okay with being single for the rest of your life? I've been saying this for a while, and once they say, yes, I'm okay with being single for the rest of my life, hey, it's done, okay? It's nothing you don't need to talk to this woman anymore. Because again, the market will decide. So if she's saying, I'm going to wait it out for a dude that makes $150,000 or more, and if that doesn't happen, and she continues to get older, and she's okay with that, leave it alone. There's nothing you can do, okay? Let's continue.
He has to be ambitious. The man has to be ambitious. I can't have someone. I don't want to be with someone from my past. I want someone with ambition, someone who wants more for himself.
Okay, let me ask you the question again because I want to make sure you answer it.
See?
So, if you do not find a man that makes 150K that wants to sign up for this request, are you okay with never having a man again?
What do you mean by never having a man again?
If there's not a man that fits this requirement, because you're saying he has to make 150K, you don't want a man from your past. So if a man that makes 150K does not want to sign up for what you are offering,
yes.
See?
So you'll be okay with being single.
I am okay with being single because I can do battle by myself. If I have to, struggle or whatever, you know what I'm saying, then I'm okay being alone.
Okay.
There it is. Again, you just heard what she said. If she don't find a $150,000 man, she gonna be single for the rest of her life. The market will decide. So at that point, your work is done. Okay? Don't try and force her into, well, what about dating somebody that makes no. Let her find out for herself. That's the beauty of it. You grab a dog and you choke. But she came back. And I told you, Kendra, man, you better start being honest with these women. Let's see here. Project Leroy, what up, though? $5 just says, single mothers, first excuse they grab the Bible. I was married. We grew apart. I had 6 children, so my coochie cat is good. Cootie cat is good. Yeah. It's the same playbook, man. Who said they read from the same playbook? William, 499 who just said, Kendra got to make her money. She ain't going to mess up the bag. Yeah, man. She got, but like I said, it came back to bite her in the ass because she can't, the ladies start cooking again. Mr. Ray, what up, though? Mr. Ray 504. Are you from New Orleans? I always say that, 504 boys. Thank you for becoming a member, brother. And then we got Pooh Man. Said, where's Diego? Oh, yeah. Let's get Diego in here. She ain't done though yet, but I'd let Diego cook.
Bye. 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 Bye.
Bye. Yo, here we go.
I was on a show last night. It was a dating show. And everybody was calling me delusional for what I was asking for. So what I was asking for, I'm a single mother of 3 children. And I was asking for a man that makes at least $150,000, right? And I don't want to work. I want to invest all my time in my art and the home. Oh, I was delusional for asking for that. Because and then Kendra told me, but you've never had that before. I'm like, you're absolutely right. My past don't determine my future. And I will not let another man deplete me.
See, and that's why I said, Kendra, you got to start being more honest with your guests. Because, hey, they started, respond back. All right, if she's going to continue doing that, taking the easy way out, they're going to say...
If you're not here to provide for me, guess what? Stay out of my messages. Period. And whoever doesn't like that, oh well, my past does not determine my future. A God-fearing man understands his role in the household. These men want...
Man, they be putting a lot on y'all God-fearing men. y'all just supposed to accept anything. The God-fearing single men, y'all supposed to just, hey, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Take care of this. A God-fearing man, he gonna know that he's supposed to pay all the bills and take care of these 3 buckaroos. Why they putting all that on y'all? Damn.
Women to do their job and our job at the same time? No. You know what us women and a man can go half on is on a baby.
Uh-oh.
We can't. You can't go through these pains. You can't do none of that. You can't breastfeed. You can't do none of that. That's something we were gifted with, right? So we're supposed to stay at home and be nurturing to our family, our home, and our husbands, okay? All these women that are taught that you have to work because a man is going to have power over you, he's not a God-fearing man. He is not a God-fearing man, love.
Uh-oh.
And guess what? I'm that type of man.
Look, she even got the hand going. She's telling Kendra off.
In the past, but I will have him in the future. And when I have my ring on my finger with exactly what I was asking for, I can't wait to get back on the show. Let's break some generational curses in 2025. What you were taught does not make it set in stone. Generational curse is knowing what's wrong is wrong. Women are biblically supposed to be at home, taking and nurturing their man and their family. Come on, my black people. Let's break some generational curses. And don't worry, I will be back on the show with the ring I want, with the man God has for me, okay? Don't worry. I'll be that living proof for y'all.
She got some sass and she said, come on, black people. She said, she's Dominican Republic. So she brought black folks into it. Hey, she got a little sass in her. She's like, hey, she going to show all y'all. So who going to be the dude in the chat? No, y'all. Where you at? Who is it? Who making 150,000 and gonna pay for this woman? Who is it? Where you at? William 199 super chat says, say less, lady. Salute. Yeah, man, the market will decide, man. That's just funny. IQS find out who just said dudes was dancing in their coochie like King Beef from Go King Beef. Go King Beef. Go King Beef. How you know about King Beef? That was a little small clip on on their TV. We used to die laughing at King Beef. I'm gonna have to clip it up. Yeah, I got the clip of King Beef. That's it. IQS is your fault. Go King Beef. That just brought back some memories, man. King Beef. I ain't heard that name in a while. Oh, that's good. Good, clean fun. All right, man. We've been almost going for, we almost went to 4 hours. Sweet Christmas. This is a fun show, man. So hopefully through all the laughter, y'all learned something. I try my best. I try and keep it entertaining and also educational. I think we learned a lot from some of the content, but everything else was funny as hell, man. But shout out to that lady. We'll see if she get what she asking for. But man, I appreciate all the support, man. Shout out to the moderators, everybody that sent in super chats, sent in those great comments. Man, I appreciate it so much. Everybody that became new members. And as I stated before, man, hopefully you guys learned something, you know, and you had a good time here. This was fun. We definitely going to be back, Lord, for another Pop the Balloon review. Oh, man. We going to try it. Because the last one was hilarious, but we going to get to it again. I know y'all enjoyed it. I definitely enjoyed it too. So appreciate it again. Man, y'all be safe. And shout out to Cease, man, for sending in that $300 bomb at the end of the month, mind you. Brother, I greatly appreciate it. This is not the first time that you've done this. I thought I had a picture of somewhere of the first time you did that. You sent in that amount of money, man. I greatly appreciate it, brother. Thank you, man, from the bottom of my heart, man. I appreciate it. Thank you to everybody. This was a fun show. Man, so T-App, Lord, women didn't F themselves over again. So shout out to y'all, I guess. But I'll leave you with one of my favorite songs from Ambry. She ain't put this song out yet, but since I got the T-App on the thumbnail, we'll just end it off with that. So again, God bless you guys. Be safe out there. It's a lot going on. I know in Houston right now it's pretty hot, but it's been raining a lot. A lot of stuff going on, but be safe wherever you're out, man. I greatly appreciate it again. Go to the gym, eat healthy, and join us next time, man, for the Pop the Balloon. Those are fun as well. So again, thank you. Appreciate it. God bless. Blessings to all y'all. We out.